Is it live, Brian?
Yep, we're live.
In the heat of the struggle, we feel no harm. Through the fingers grip like steel's too strong. Together we thrive like a thunderstorm.
Bah, we're live.
Yeah.
All right. How we doing?
Good. How you guys doing?
Sore.
Good, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see all the comments. Okay, this is sick.
Can you? Where do you see that at?
If I just scroll, because I'm set up on the phone, I just scroll down in the message tab and I click on it. But
Okay, because I always got to bring it up on my other screen.
no worries.
Oh,
All right. What are we talking about today?
We're talking about this past weekend. We'll be talking about some drama, upcoming events.
Drama.
Always got to have
First-
some drama.
Always.
First off, we got to talk about how we hit 500 subs.
Yes,
Yeah.
That's
that we
sick.
did.
Congratulations.
So thanks. So to all those that know, that means what will be coming is we can have memberships, we can have super chats. It puts us out there a little more on like people's feeds and stuff. But we have to send. We didn't know this, but we have to send in like a review, and
Yeah.
basically they look at our channel and then they decide, okay, they're monetized now. So not quite happening on this stream yet, but that's something that's coming in the future.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought we were going to be good to go, and then I went to look, and it was like, nope, you're not monetized. You have to apply for monetization. So I had to apply, had to fill out a whole bunch of shit, and then said they'll let us know within several days.
Whatever. They'll
It is
get
what
there.
it is.
You'll
Yeah.
get it. You'll get it.
But big weekend, hey?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Long.
So
Long.
yeah,
and
long
fun.
weekend. East versus West 19 / the Shaw Classic. World's strongest arm on earth, and strongest man on earth. Nick was there as a VIP.
Yeah.
I was there as a cornerman / VIP, whatever you want to call it. So Nick, I kind of want to hear what your experience as a VIP was.
Honestly, it was probably the greatest and probably what I expected, from what I've been hearing from the past East versus West VIP. So, and the press conference was honestly amazing. Got to sit there, listen to athletes talk, get to see everyone in person finally. Like, it's just incredible how massive these athletes are in person.
Well, the strongman especially. Holy shit, eh?
Oh yeah, I mean, they made me look like a little toddler. And I'm just like, I was like, great. I'm just happy to be here. But no, even my wife was with me in VIP, and she honestly enjoyed it from the very start to the end. And then there was a couple athletes that never made it to the meet and greet afterwards, but it was late when the event got over. So, I mean, that was understandable, but I was able to talk to a handful like Matt and all that, and got to talk to Alex, and then got to meet Brian Shaw. That was honestly pretty
That's
cool.
awesome.
I got to grip up with him real quick left-handed, and he says he liked to rise. I was like, thank God.
Nice.
But the hands are just so massive. It's just like completely just covered my whole hand. I'm like, well, you know what? There ain't gonna be no way beyond arm wrestling Brian.
No, he's a beast, man, for sure.
Oh,
Yeah, I said I'd pull him, but it would have to be like now. Yeah,
like right now.
but I
It would have
can't.
to be.
So by the time I'm healed, he's gonna be too much for me.
Nah, not for no the Bryans. Brian versus Brian. Yes.
That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it?
Brian versus Brian. That would be. I just realized you guys have the same name.
Yeah.
I just clicked in for me.
Next year they have a super match.
Well, tell you the truth, I mean, when I'm healed, I wouldn't mind pulling Brandon Allen actually, because I think I could beat him.
Yeah, I think. I mean, it's kind of a side discussion, but I think that Brandon Allen is good, but I think he's really good at his kings, and I think
Too
that
defensive.
he's way too defensive. When people when arm wrestlers would arm wrestle him, if he just tried to drop into the kings, I don't think he'd get there in time. If he did, it'd be a problem,
Yeah.
but I don't think he would.
Yeah, he just when he did that, just the Kings move into a flop press during his match, I could tell he was tired after that.
He started out strong, like his pronator.
Yeah.
Actually, he did peel Brian, but as soon as Brian realized that he just had to go high and get the height, he didn't have a
hmm
chance.
Oh yeah, it was
Yeah.
over, and you could
Yeah.
tell he was just struggling after that. And I was just like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Oh yeah.
It
He
was
was
funny.
breathing harder than Brian. Yeah.
Yeah, Brad Grundy
Mm,
was there, right? He pulled the tournament, but he
that
he
was
had a
cool.
bunch of money on Brandon Allen, so you could just see it in his face as the match progressed. He was like,
I've lost so much. I've lost so much.
Who'd he bet? Henry?
"No, he just arm bet, I think."
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh,
I lost
But
money to Henry. Yeah.
oh yeah,
I had to pay him
I
right
met
after.
Henry too.
Did you? Yeah, nice.
Yeah, yeah.
that's
So
crazy.
that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, overall, I would say like, and I think that's kind of the Brian Shaw effect and the fact that it was a Shaw event. But I really hope they hold the standard that was provided for athletes this weekend.
Oh yeah.
I mean, got there, there was waters for everybody. Every room got like an 18 pack of huge waters. They had one of the sponsors like Trifecta or I Trifecta or something. It was called like that. They were a meal company,
Oh,
and they
okay.
had microwavable meals, but like healthy ones. Like they had the amount of protein, the amount of carbs, the like everything on
Good for
top of
you.
it for athletes.
Oh,
Like we went out and ate and everything, but honestly, you could have just went and stayed in the hotel the entire time and got ready for the match and never had to leave. Poster signing
that's
was in the
awesome, man.
hotel. They did 250 posters, 200 t-shirts, 200 flags, I think. I'm not sure how they did on sales for all those, but I know that's what Matt signed because I was helping him out. Then he got all his interviews done. And then pretty much he was ready to go. That was on Wednesday. Next day is Thursday. You had your press conference. You had they did weigh in at some point, I believe. I wasn't there for that because I had to also weigh in for the tournament. Um, yeah, it was really well done. Leading up to it was awesome. I think Brian Shaw does a really great job with his events, and I
Oh
think
yeah. His
you could
production
real
team was good too. The production was good.
you could see the standard, and I think it was nice because from what I noticed, at least for the most part, like there were like the Shaw people were doing some behind the scenes things, but
Mhm.
there was a lot of the regulars who were at East versus West also helping out, and I think it was really nice for them to see like the level of production that's needed for something
Yeah.
like that. And like Brian Shaw was at the rules meeting. I actually recorded it, but he just kind of talked at the start and he's like, "Listen, he's like, this is how it's gonna be. You guys got to do this. Like it's my show, like kind of thing in a way.
Yeah.
And like I love that you're all here, but
Mhm.
there's rules that need to be followed, and we need to follow them."
Did you see how fast the matches were going? Like it actually wasn't that
Well,
bad.
they there
Oh
was
yeah,
an
they were
allotted time window that they were hoping to meet, and
I think they were a little over. Yeah.
he told them beforehand. He's like, "You have 90 seconds between a match." He's like, "At 60 seconds, you will be warned." He's like, "You have 30 seconds to chalk up, do whatever you have to do to get back to the table."
Hmm.
I think that's why you saw a lot of athletes not getting as much rest,
Yeah.
not sitting around because the warnings were just going to be passed out like candy
But
at
that's
that
more
point.
realistic anyway, right? It really is.
100%. And
just
the
keep it
corner
going.
setups were awesome. They had those freeze things. They gave me a shirt, but they were called their
Nice
company.
rock.
Yeah, I
They're
know what
called
they are. Sean told me he was gonna. They
Dude.
said they were expensive though.
Yeah, 1100 US.
Well, yeah, or they would give a deal. Sean was trying to get a few of them. Yeah, he
Yeah.
It
said,
Well,
was like
the deal there was 800 US, but still,
yeah,
that's a whole nother conversation. But those were in the corner, a bunch of waters, kind of
yeah,
chairs, anything you needed. But it was I like the stage setup. I like the arena. I think they did a good job. They kind of cut the arena off and they really packed it. They made it feel like a really full
yeah, made it
environment.
a full house. Yeah,
Um, the crowd could get involved. It was like at any event. You could go get drinks like you were at a concert, like anything. Um, I mean, I was backstage, which was super awesome. I was super fortunate to get back there, and it was just cool to see all the athletes get ready, warm up. They had a bunch of stuff for everybody back there, which was really nice. yeah, I mean, overall, I thought the event was awesome. I had a
Yeah,
really
I
good
mean,
time.
even just viewing it, like their production quality was definitely better. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, the stream's better. I didn't have any hiccups. I had a couple glitches, and only for a few seconds twice. The other
yeah.
East versus West, sometimes it would like go to a loading screen, and it would like, I didn't get any of that. Like it was really smooth, and like Crystal, the quality, the video quality was really good.
Was it?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
really good. Yeah,
that's awesome.
yeah. So like they definitely upgraded. Like they upgraded for sure. And I mean it sucks. Well, we'll get into that later. But yeah, but I mean the event itself was fucking awesome. So
Yeah,
I
I
enjoyed it.
agree. It
There was so
was,
much energy too.
yeah.
Oh, I wish I
And
was.
It was
how what'd you think of the tournament, Nick?
it was honestly probably one of the top like three difficult tournaments that I've done.
Yeah,
because because I know like there was a lot of like new people's first time in the tournament too. But
that
like
was weird.
I got linked up with like probably like the best ones, and I was just like, yep, I already know how this is gonna go. And plus,
Yeah,
I came in as the lightest in the
Yeah,
176s. I was like
yeah, that's
140.
yeah, that's crazy.
But it was honestly a learning experience. I learned from what my mistakes and what I need to improve for like for upcoming Montana State and stuff. But like,
Well, yeah, you got advice from Dave Chafee and all these guys, and like
oh,
you can't,
it
you can't
motivated
beat
me.
that. Yeah,
It lit another fire underneath my
and that
ass.
and yeah, and that lat strength he's talking about, like his drag strength,
Hmm.
that pinning that makes a big difference, right?
It did, and like he
Yeah,
let me do that, and he was all like, "Don't you feel the difference?" I was like, "Yeah,
yeah,
it's less difficult just using all side pressure."
yeah. And if you aim like when you're dragging them, if you aim towards the back of the pad, it's
Mm-hmm.
easier to achieve than if you aim to the side of the pad, right?
Yo, and that's why I'm excited to get back to trading. I was like,
Yeah.
I just
Oh
need
yeah.
to get it down. But everyone said I had a great hit. Like they're like, I never felt a hit that strong from a 140-pound guy. I was like, thanks.
Yeah. No, for
So
sure. Well, yeah,
no,
you
they,
go in 36 pounds. That's
yeah,
36 pounds underweight.
yup,
They
yup. I know it sucks.
should
I
have done a
tried.
lighter class too, I think. Yeah. They just should have one lighter. But
Well, with how much amount of like amateurs that had signed up, they should have also done an amateurs class too. But I understand it was like, thrown in there at the last minute. So it's like it's understandable. I wasn't mad. I enjoyed everything. It was just they ran it nice and smooth. It was my first time doing WAF rules, so that was also a learning experience. So
yeah.
it was overall it was just a learning, just learning what I wanted.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. Oh, I got the chat up now, Dakota. I figured it out finally.
Oh, sick. Yeah, I'm
Oh, yeah,
looking
I
right
don't need
now.
the other. I don't need
Clifton's
the other
calling me
window.
out again.
Oh, oh yeah, because now
I
you
keep,
beat Declan, and now he's got to crush you.
I know, right? He's just, but whatever. I get it.
Mhm.
Um, no, I thought the tournament was actually really fun. I think Corey Miller did a great job. You know
Yeah,
what?
his scream was good.
He ran his this the air stream wishy washy. So
Yeah.
he got, I don't know, there was some girl, I don't know
He got
who
somebody
I
with
don't
a
know who
flame.
she was,
Yeah.
but she just
He did
literally
good
like
too.
kudos to her. I went up
Yeah,
to her. I went up to her after the main event
yeah,
because after Devin pulled Alex, she was back in the back, and I said, "Listen, I said you had the toughest job of the night."
yeah,
She stood there holding a battery pack
yeah.
and an
Oh,
iPhone, reading comments, and people would say, "Go to table 2. I want to see
yeah,
this
yeah.
match."
He
And
was
she'd
switching
run over
tables.
there and get the
Yeah,
camera angle. And then someone would go, "Go table 3. I want to see
yeah,
table. Can you do both tables?" And she's literally like
yeah,
this. And I was like,
yeah, yeah,
"Lady, like she was a younger lady, but I was like, I don't know who you are, but
yeah.
you deserve something
Yeah,
because
because early on, some people were like, Corey Miller's is way better. This is shit. So then I left, and then I kept going back, and the other one was so bad. The camera was overheating or something. I don't know what was going on.
yeah, I'm not sure what happened with that, but
Yeah.
um yeah, I don't know. Like from that perspective, it was like all right, but yeah, I don't know the girl, but she freaking did some. She got her 10,000 steps in that day.
Oh, for sure.
Running.
For
But
sure.
yeah, but no, like from a tournament perspective, I get what you're saying, Nick, because I feel like being a 154 person or even lighter, like it's tough to pull in a 76 class.
Oh yeah, like
I I
there's no
think
doubt.
I think what the worry was is because they went from it started at noon and they had only until basically 5:30 to finish. And I think we know how notorious some tournaments are for going long. I think that's why there was no amateurs or no masters. And I
Oh yeah,
think that they thought um like for time they would kind of condense that 76 class. But I think if they do it again, they'll know that they can have that 54 class.
And I think they'll get
But
the
they
50.
they did the whole tournament in like 3 hours.
yeah. It was like it wasn't long too. It was like crazy though. I thought it would at least take like 5, 6
Yeah, I thought
hours.
it was gonna take longer, but man, he with that airs bracket system and the way he did it, he had a TV up in the back, and when your class was up, you'd go stand in the back, and it would show who was on deck and who was next,
Mm.
and you would look, okay, I'm 4 matches from now. Then you would just know, okay, I'm on deck, and you just
Yeah, yeah,
walk
yeah.
up as soon as that ended.
Well, we're
Some
using
people,
that system too.
no, I know.
Yeah.
Um, some people didn't follow it as much as they could have. Like that tournament could have went faster,
It was
but
crazy.
it was still overall really good. Um,
I love the way that Corey does that because he did that in the IFA North American Championships in Vegas. The
yeah,
same layout ran smoothly. Like all you have to do is just pay attention. It was funny when he was starting to get irritated. He's like, "Go back there and look at the screen.
Yeah.
no, literally,
It's not.
because
It's
there's
not
times
that
when I'm up at
hard."
the table and I'm like, "Where's my opponent?" But you know what? I really wish I would have pulled. I kind of wish I would have pulled lefty. I should have, but I was just worried like my luck I'd tweak something and then
Yeah.
yeah. But overall, I mean, I had a tough draw. Like I got Coach Ray first, which
Yeah.
you know it sucks, but in a way I was happy about it because I would hate to not pull him. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So I
Oh
got to
yeah.
pull Ray,
That's
feel what it was
Pretty
like.
cool.
Obviously didn't beat Ray, and then I pulled someone else, not sure, just kind of ran through him, and then I ended up pulling Mika from like the guy who's been in Arm Wars a few times.
Yeah.
It was a lot closer than I
Mika
was honest.
Tabarisi or
I
something. Yeah.
I didn't think I was gonna be that close, but I felt good in the setup.
He's
I
a
kind
very
of nicked.
dense defensive puller too. Yeah.
Pardon?
He's a very defensive puller as well.
Yeah, his hit's fast though. You got to
hmm
stop that
Yeah.
hit too.
Yeah.
But the thing was, is I was able to hit first, get the setup I want and everything, and he was a little too strong. But that wrist was starting to buckle. Matt videoed it. I'll have to send it to you, Brian. But
Yeah.
it was it was good. I honestly think like I think I got like ninth ranking just the way the bracket went. But I think that if he did like if I had a proper like a not a
Yeah.
proper but a good bracket, I honestly think I could have got fifth. There was probably
Yeah.
four people there who were definitely better than me, and I was probably in contention for fifth or sixth
Yeah,
place.
the bracket it's tough, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
sometimes you'll get a good bracket, and sometimes you'll just get like I get the crap one a lot.
Yeah,
But yeah,
but I after pulled Mika left arm,
yeah.
and I could pull through his kings,
Oh,
and someone's gonna post it. I think someone videoed it and told me they were gonna post it soon.
mm.
But I want you to see it, Brent. I'd actually think that I could probably do something with him left arm.
Hey,
That'd be
maybe
pretty cool.
we'll get a super match. Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd
and
be
then
cool.
what else? Yeah, I mean, I just kind of took it easy with the left. Obviously, got a match coming up with that, but right arm, super fun. Auden did really good in the 220s.
On the right,
He
I
he
did
cut
not
back
like
down.
him on the left.
No, he doesn't care about his left though,
Oh
right?
yeah, but you can tell
Yeah,
it was ugly. Yeah, but I mean, so I know how he feels because I'm the same way. But I'm working on my left now, so we'll see.
yeah, yeah. He only lost to Storm. He never got to pull Tim Talmadge, which would have been second. Um,
Do you think he would have beat Tim though?
I don't
That would
know.
have been interesting. That would have been
Tim
interesting.
Tim seems
Tim
to think
pulls
he beat
similar.
him, but it'd be a close match.
Well, it'd be whoever won the hand battle because Tim's a hand
Yeah.
guy too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
And
it's
he's
too
been
bad Tim's so
improving a
light. I'd
lot.
like to pull him. Yeah.
yeah. So that'd
He
be
used to be a
interesting.
super. He was a super not long ago. Now he's a 220 guy. It's like, holy shit, buddy. Good on him,
He is.
though, for losing all that
Well,
weight.
I mean, he bulked a lot to kind of put on some mass, and then now
Yeah,
he's able to kind of
I know what you
cut it
mean.
down. He's got a girlfriend now too. I'm sure she was probably like, "Dude, you could lose a few," you know.
Lose a few.
Yeah.
But
It was
Yeah,
cool seeing Storm pull though.
What's he do? He's a rig worker, isn't he?
Storm. I don't know what
Storm?
Storm
No,
does, man, but
Tim.
he
No, Tim.
oh, Tim.
I think he works on the rigs, doesn't he?
I don't know what he does. I don't have to ask him. I
No,
can message him and ask him, but
That's what I thought. No.
I know he runs
he's.
his company,
I
Armstrong.
think he has a
Yeah.
company.
I
Yeah.
think he used
Yeah.
to though. I think he used to actually work.
Oh, well, he's strong. Either way, he's strong.
Yeah,
Um,
no.
but yeah,
Bring
that
those
220
on.
class was pretty stacked, and Niles Anderson got fourth.
I heard who beat him.
Auden.
Yeah.
Arden, yep.
hmm
Auden beat Joe Fear and Niles.
hmm
Um,
Yeah.
so it's interesting for sure. It's
Yeah.
definitely
Now he's
interesting.
number one in Ohio.
Sean Ross got second in the 242s.
He looked good, man. He looked
He
really
did
good.
look good.
I had
Yeah.
a
Oh
super
yeah,
match with
Sean
him
did.
this month in August.
You do?
I did.
Oh, you did. Yeah,
I
yeah.
had to cancel it. I canceled it because my daughter, because of the baby. It was
Yeah.
like right around the time my daughter had her baby. It was supposed to be in PEI.
Yeah. Carolyn, there was not a Zach Monroe class. There was no light classes, but let me tell you,
Mhm.
Zach would have done some damage either
Mhm.
way. I don't think he would have won the 76s,
Mhm.
but he would have been close right arm. He's actually insane right now.
Mhm.
Like he feels
Zach is stupid.
nasty.
Yeah.
But yeah, the tournament was so much fun. I'm really glad I got to grip up with the people I did and just meet like it was so funny. I was talking to Matt because, like, you know how tall Matt is. Brian
Mhm.
Shaw's bigger. Devin's same height, but like bigger. Auden's taller than me. Like all the strongmen were huge. Um, and then I go to this tournament. There's average sized people. I'm like, oh, everyone here's so small. It's great. I'm like, everyone in my class is small because when you're hanging out with giants all the time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
Coach
normal
Ray's side
people.
pressure is solid. I was really tried to get the low hand on him, and I felt like I should have. I feel like I should have just hit back more and went for a slip, but I know he's good in the straps, but I should have just kind of went there anyways.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't. I was trying to do it in a controlled
Did
way, and I didn't get enough
he
pressure.
snap hook you? Did he snap set his hook? Did he make a pocket and snap in like this? Is that how he did
Well,
it?
not really. Like I got the back, but I didn't have keep enough side when I was going back, and then he got me to about here. My wrist hadn't been compromised or anything,
So
and then
you were able to get back?
yeah, it stopped
Oh.
about here. The match stopped. Like he
Mhm.
didn't pin, and there was like a second of stop, and then I was trying to work it, and he just re-scooped and supinated me, and I just wasn't fast enough. I should
Yeah,
have
he
pumped
fucked
out
it
for the
up.
slip. But I mean, overall, like he's super strong, and his endurance is super good. But if you're gonna get him somewhere, it's the hand.
Mhm.
Like he's really good at shutting your pronator down, but once you kind of get past that point, if you have a sizable enough hand to do it, unless you're like a Tim Talmadge or like if you're like a Tim Talmadge or something who can hook, but then your endurance runs out, so you got to be careful.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
Or
got days. Yeah. There's the Red Deer Assassin.
yeah,
I'm here.
Good Zach.
How we going,
because
boys?
Cole Casper was there, and he's
Yeah.
strong,
Yeah, he
but
did
he
good.
didn't have enough,
No.
and then ran out of steam.
He played second on both arms today, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
I think he got one.
was
He
looking
got
good.
one pin though.
He did get one pin right arm.
Yeah,
I thought he
Yes.
might have Ray because Ray was maybe an inch from the pad for a good 5-6 seconds.
Yeah, but Ray's a
Yeah,
weirdo,
but
man.
that's
He's
where Ray.
endurance.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
where Ray lives,
That's what's
man.
crazy about Ray, man, is
Just
he
I know.
he can reel in like nobody else in his weight class. He can reel people in like no one else.
Like you
Yeah.
might be able to beat him in a super match if it's 3 out of 5, but if it's 4
2 out of 3 or 3 out of 5. Yeah,
yeah, there's no way because
No.
he's the same or stronger.
he's too proficient at coming back from that palm up position. He never loses his wrist. You notice that? Well, rarely. He rarely loses his wrist.
Well, because if here's my thing with that, Zach. I
Yeah.
think he's got a really good cup and scoop and get you in a hook, and then people try and fight him in the hook and fight him in the hook, and the problem is that's where Ray will out endurance you and beat you. But I think if Ray were to pull a 98er who's got a nasty enough of a top roll,
Mm-hmm.
that he would actually, I think he'd get smoked. I don't think Ray could do that well
He
without
wouldn't be
his
able to
wrist.
set the hook. He'd be getting pinned before he'd set it.
Yeah, he wouldn't.
Yeah.
He'd have no wrist.
And he wouldn't be able to top roll a guy who's a proficient top roller.
I think that's why his wrist is so strong, though, because he knows that.
Training with Giannis all the time, too.
Yes. But I think from like a perspective of how to beat Ray, I think you have to take his hand. I don't think you want to try and out endurance him or out strength him in the hook. Because
Never.
in a tournament, you might be able to do it once, but you're probably going to have to see him again in the finals. And in a super match, you have to do it, like you said, three or four times.
Quickly too.
Yeah, and even look at Alexander Koshizy or whatever in their Arm Wars match.
Koshotze.
He's killed him 3 times. It didn't even look close.
Yeah.
And then Ray got a little bit of something, and then the 4-3.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
He's done that many
The
times.
comeback king.
Yeah, he does it all the time.
Yeah.
Whereas
Literally.
if you can top roll him, you know what I mean?
Yeah, when
I
he
think
beat Therian.
that's sorry.
He beat Therian, and he came back too against him.
Yeah, I think that might be a little different now.
Yeah,
But-
I do too. I think John beats right now, but yeah.
I think that's why, like Matt, if Matt was a 198er, he'd be the worst matchup for Ray of all time.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Boy. Oh,
Like, and that's what Matt does to a lot of these guys. Is people are like, oh, like they're stronger than Matt, their hook's better or whatever. But Matt beats hookers no problem. Matt struggles with these huge guys who have a really solid rise and high top roll, like Philip. Like
Yeah.
you don't want to try and hook Matt. You're just gonna have no success unless you're like literally a Jordan Sonev.
Yeah. Yeah.
I loved Sean's face expression when Matt whispered in his ear during the final round.
Yeah, he's
I
gonna
was-
flop him.
I was all like, I knew right away what that was, and I told Madison, I was all like, Matt's going for a flop wrist press, and then she's
I
like, "You
heard
think
it.
So I was like,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, I heard it and I tried not to laugh. But there was nothing I could do at that point.
Yeah.
no, it was just
Nick,
cool
the
to
way your
have-
camera's set up, we can only see your mouth.
Boom.
Yeah,
There we
Alright.
go.
We're just looking at the beard, man. Just
For a
the
while, yeah, it
beard.
was just like boom, right there.
Bro,
Yo,
Madison
who in
literally.
beard
the
cast
chat
now.
thinks Nick and Zach are long lost brothers?
You know what? It's weird, man. It's weird. You know, they're very similar on the table too. Like Nick's just a little bit behind Zach, like you know, but I see him.
Yeah,
very-
but I mean,
Yeah.
Zach's insane right now.
Mhm. Zach's
Maybe.
crazy.
If Zach called me out, I'd say no.
I wouldn't call you. Oh, Jesus.
I would take the rematch.
Yeah.
But
I'd be
it just
too-
had to be
too
a full
worried.
year prep for me though.
That's
Need a
fair.
full year, and I'm going
Okay.
out of the country for training.
Matt made a new joke this
You come
weekend.
down to the dungeon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt made a new joke about arm wrestling math. So he said arm wrestling math, then Coach Ray said arm wrestling math in like their interview.
Yeah.
Now Matt calls it arm wrestling mathematics.
I saw that. Yeah.
But arm wrestling mathematics says that Zach beat Daryl and Daryl beat Hunter. How do you feel about that, Nick? I know Hunter's your boy.
Well, I don't know. Hunter's been
He's
was
getting
holding
level.
Chuck that one day.
I know. Yeah.
I don't know.
I think Hunter. I mean, if he was a little heavier, I think he'd beat Chuck.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's just Hunter's endurance is just retarded, dude. It's like he can be sick for like a month or two, and then like he be like lighter than me, and then he just be holding Dalton and Declan and just going through everyone at practice lately. So it's just a gain train that he's been on since he's been feeling better. So it's gonna be scary for one side if it happens, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's when Hunter's in his mindset, it's really hard to beat him. It really is.
Yeah. No, I've been saying this. That's the match I'm most excited for. I'm actually
yeah.
so pumped that I'm the 4th match of the night for this card. Like my match is gonna be out of the way really early. I'd almost rather be the
Yeah.
first match of the night and just get it out of the way. And then I can get Zach ready.
Oh yeah. Well, that's a the thing though is like Hunter's been like resting too for I think the next couple. Because when is it? A week and a
The
half or a couple weeks?
30th, week and a half. Yeah.
A week and a half.
Yeah, basically a week and a half. Yeah,
That's match of the century.
13
Oh,
days.
yeah.
So 2 weeks.
I'm looking forward to that. I
Basically,
wish I
yeah.
was coming just for that. Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I wish
Like
I still
that.
had my match.
Like there's yeah. That's a whole different topic, Nick. I
And
wish you were
you're
gonna be
pulling
there.
Ryan Bouzier, right, Dakota?
Yeah, I got Ryan Boussier left arm. He wouldn't after pull me. He
No?
wouldn't after pull me.
Why not? Oh yeah, well, his right's
He-
hurt, right? He said.
Nick was right there. I said, "Come on, Ryan,
Wouldn't
let's do a
after
little left because we're pulling lefty now." I
Yep.
said, "Let's do a little left." Come on.
Nope.
He's like, "Nope." I was
Nope.
like,
Yeah.
But then you and me got the pull on the East versus West table, and dude, those pads are like, I love those pads.
"Yeah." I think people don't realize because the tournament's not like that, but like East versus West
Mhm.
pads are like a hybrid of like
WAO.
WAL almost size. Like
They
they're
just
huge.
look
Yeah.
wider. They just look wider because I remember like the wow, I can't talk. Those pads are like longer. They can almost touch the very back of the table, so it's just like it just seemed like they went the opposite way. So it kind of
So
makes more
actually,
sense
they added an inch width and back, whereas WAL just did 2 inches on the back. I think.
because I think it was like what 7x9 for WAL. Then now it's like
I don't
seven
know the
by
specific.
seven
I don't know
for
the arm wrestling mats.
like I want those. I want those pads.
Well, do we want
Yeah.
to? Do
Yeah.
we want to quickly go over the matches from?
Yeah.
right in- yeah.
Yeah, we can. I just wanted to talk about Josh Bellin at the tournament before we got into the matches.
Yeah.
What a
Yeah,
beast.
so
He would have won if Grundy didn't enter. Like, last
we
minute.
get there and Grundy's. I'm like, that's Grundy. We get talking. Like, I love Brad Grundy. I'm a huge Brad Grundy guy. We hung out quite a bit the whole time. But yeah, so he decided to jump in both arms and like Josh smashed everyone. Like Mega Mike,
Dude, boom.
boom.
Yeah.
And then you know what? Oh, me and Brad were talking about this after because Bell went for the top roll with his big hand, and literally Grundy was like this. He's like, and it started shaking, and I was like, Josh,
so
Josh,
close.
go. And then
Right.
Josh decided to dive in for a hook.
I
He just
know.
felt
He
uncomfortable, and I was
got
like,
stuck, and then he started to like do this, and then it started to go like this.
Yeah, and then
oh, I know. All you hear is me go, no.
No.
But
I
you
knew
know
it was
what?
over when that started happening too. Yeah.
That that's awesome though because like Grundy's already pulled East versus West. Grundy's been around the block and he have what did he have? Oh, he did well against everybody else and Brad's got that experience and he almost took his hand.
Carolyn asked
So.
you a question, Dakota.
Did I have travel issues? I was worried about you making it with the
With
what?
strike. They have strikes. They have
Strikes.
air. They have
Yeah.
strikes.
Oh, I didn't fly Air Communist.
Oh,
I
There you
flew
go.
yeah,
I flew United Airlines.
Right.
I knew
Yeah.
that those strikes were happening, so made sure that I would be a different airline.
Sweet.
That was the one thing I
Apparently,
was
the
worried
government
about.
forced them to go back to work, though.
Pretty good.
Well, I know people stuck in
They
Toronto
did.
right now from the strikes.
Yeah. They ordered them back to work.
That's-
Yeah. It's
yeah,
like,
so
how
I
does
heard
that
they
work?
ordered, yeah.
How do you strike if you can just get ordered back to work?
Yeah,
It's
not
too
much of-
essential. It's too essential of a service.
Yeah, but what if they said no still? Sorry,
You
government.
no, it wouldn't be
We
good.
went on strike. Yeah, no, you know what? That's what people need to do is stand up to those fuckers.
Well, yeah, when they say go back, you should say no, and that gives them
No.
some real incentive to go. Okay, we better come to a deal.
Maybe
Yeah.
we'll give you that.
Yeah, like we're willing. Yeah, that's a true strike. I mean, only, it's like, oh, I'm on strike. Oh, you gotta go back
Because
to
that
work.
was like Canada
Oh,
Post, man. Mid Christmas, they're like, we ain't taking your packages.
yeah.
Dude, they've been on strike for the past month and a half still. They
I
went
know,
back on
it's
strike because, everyone's on strike.
Yeah, I know.
crazy. Literally everyone's on strike.
Yeah, I know it's tough, but people.
But yeah,
don't
so I just want to say it was nice to see. I hung out with Josh Bellin quite a bit, and like he did really well. That was like one of his first real big international tournaments, I believe, and he looked awesome. He
He looked really
Totally.
good.
he
I'm glad
belongs in that super class for sure.
Well, he would have won. So I told Dexter. So I talked to Dexter on Wednesday night. And when we were talking, I said, you got to watch out. Because he was told me his friend didn't show up. He told me his friend from Malaysia was showing up. the guy that won the Arnold's on the right, but I
Yeah, he
didn't see
did.
him.
He showed up.
What did he pull right-handed?
I want to say he
Malaysia
did.
Mike,
Maybe.
Mike from Malaysia who won the
Yeah,
Arnold's.
yeah. The
Yeah,
guy that
yeah.
Michael Ford. Yeah, Mike.
did,
Yeah,
Bo-
Michael Ford.
did Josh get to pull him?
I don't know if Josh pulled him, but I know he
Because I was telling Dexter was telling me he thought that he was going to win the supers right-handed, and I
Yeah.
said I don't think so. I said our buddy Josh is coming down, and I said I don't want to be rude, but he's going to slam your buddy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That guy was awesome too, though.
yeah, I
Mike
know.
Ford, he
Oh,
was cool. He was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah,
really nice guy. I liked
just
hanging
a
out with him.
massive guy.
yeah. But it was weird. I wondered. I didn't see Josh pull him, but I was wondering if he did. Yeah. But Josh would have won first place if it wasn't for Grundy joining last minute. Because I had the list. Grundy wasn't on the list that I seen. So he
Well,
must-
Grundy just showed up and joined.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
like
think
Ray
it was,
wasn't
like,
on the
last
list.
minute.
Ray wasn't on the list when I,
Oh, okay.
you know,
That makes-
either.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
well, that was the one thing I thought was interesting is they were like, oh, we're gonna be strict on weigh-ins, no clothing allowance whatsoever, no this and that, and I was like, okay. And then they still had sign-ups day of, and the guy in front of me had like fully clothes on. He weighed 202. They let him jump into the 98s.
Oh wow.
So I was
What?
like, okay, obviously
Yeah,
we're
no.
not
They're
being
being
as strict
pretty
as I
lenient. Yeah.
thought we were gonna be, because the way it sounded on the website was like you weigh under, because they said no
Mhm.
clothing allowance and the weigh in was 198.1 and over had to pull 220s. So I was like, okay, obviously I did a crazy cut and like stressed for nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, not a big
Yeah,
deal.
because all I did.
Yeah, it was sweet that Grundy showed up. Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
sorry,
like
Nick.
all I did was like when I came in for weigh-ins, I told Corey I was like, I'm 140. He's like, I know, and then he showed it down. I was like, all right.
Nice.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
that's fair
You're
though.
that
Like
far
that's
under,
quite a bit
yeah.
under 76.
It's like supers.
But when you're four and a half pounds over, like
They made
you
me
know what I
weigh
mean?
in at
Like, that's
nationals, and I'm
quite a
like,
bit.
well, why do I even have to weigh in though? I'm like, I'm obviously like I'm over 300 pounds. Like,
Well, you don't have to be over anyway. You can be
Yeah,
me and enter the super heavies. It's an open
Yeah, but-
class.
no, I know, but they
Yeah.
still made me weigh in at nationals. They wouldn't let me just say my weight.
Weird.
yeah,
Yeah. I just don't get it when you're huge, you're just huge, right?
yeah.
I don't
that's
look
true.
big, but when I look different in person. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was cool to see Grundy there. I completely agree. It's nice when he just randomly shows up because he's busy with school and everything
Yeah.
right now. So
Okay, well, you know what? Let's cover some of these matches. Yeah.
Yeah,
all right, first one's Derek Smith and Sear
the
Brown or
first
whatever
one?
his name is.
I
Yeah,
heard
that-
like 4 different
That
pronunciations.
was
I think it's Sire.
Saray.
Ray.
Saray. That's what one.
Duray.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I mean Derek,
Creamed them.
pretty
And I
convincing.
thought so.
Yeah.
Listen, I really did think so. I just was like kind of being biased because of the slap fight performance, but Derek crushed him, right? As he should have, though. But he did good. Derek showed up. So
Derek was more ready than anything.
Yeah, he did.
That's what he
Oh,
told
yeah.
me in the meet and greet. He was like, I just peaked, and so he's like, I'm just the strongest I've been. I was like, about time. I was like, about time.
nice. Yeah,
Yeah, he like
Way
dialed
out
in.
than more than anything.
yeah. No, he Derek looked. Yeah, he looked on though, and Saray, it looked like he was overwhelmed.
I think for being like the first big East versus West match, it'd probably be like the nerves would probably got to him. I mean, I think
I don't
everyone
know.
would
I
be.
think so. Because it looked like he. Remember how Thomas looked against who did he pull? And he was just getting flashed. It was in Montana. Was it Montana?
Who?
The guy that Thomas pulled, and it just Thomas. It was you. It was you, Nick. Yeah. Remember when you pulled Thomas, and he just never looked like he could initiate on the go. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he was just like still, like slow motion. That's how Saray looked against Derek. Like, he looked like he was like waiting for it, and it was over. Like, he thought he could just catch Derek center table or something. Like, it looked really weird. Like, it didn't look like he tried once in that match. Like, he just, it looked like
Happens
Thomas.
when you take everything.
Yeah.
happens when you just take everything from the setup
True.
too.
Yeah.
And I mean, and he was probably maybe prepared to go into a hook, but I mean, no. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't hook Thomas. That was the thing. Like when I had my super match, I wanted to hook him, but I was like, no, just this time. No, I'm just gonna top roll him. That's what I've been training because no.
Smart.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
See, not me. I'm hooking Ryan
yeah.
Boussier,
All
man.
the way. Yeah,
No.
just straight up.
I was feeling the power on the left on that East versus West table. It was
Oh, you
scary.
got the Paul Ryan?
No, Dakota.
Oh, okay.
It was
And
scary.
Dakota's torquey on the left. He's got some torque on that sucker.
I'm hooking, man. My left can't topple.
For now.
Yeah.
Just a little
Yeah.
bit.
Oh, you can do everything on your left, man.
Fine.
Anything you want. So
Nah. That's just a party arm for him.
But
you know what? It seems like Dakota's
Big party.
actually. It might not be as strong as his right, but he does seem like he can do a few things with his left. So
I'll say
he's
this:
not
anyone
walking
that's
that
not a lefty, I think
Yeah.
he'll walk through.
Yeah,
Most guys
yeah.
that are not, that anyone that's not a lefty, I think
Yeah.
he's definitely the favorite.
If he's not a true lefty and he's just using his left, I think you're gonna crush. Yeah. Because I mean, you could go around
we'll
telling
see.
people.
He said his left's
You
still
could
pretty
walk
good,
around
though.
telling people you're
So.
a lefty and they'd believe you. That's what Zach's saying. Yeah.
Me?
You go to the table and just say, "Oh, I'm a lefty," and pull left, and people would believe you because you're pretty strong left-handed. So they'd be like, "Oh yeah, he's a lefty."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Meanwhile, you're just sandbagging.
King of sandbag.
The king. That's what you should put, sandbagger, Dakota.
I literally was gonna pull Ryan left.
Yeah, but it
I
was
wanted
right
to pull him
originally,
left at
right?
the tournament.
Yeah,
it was right originally because I wanted him to know how much stronger he was than me, so he could feel more relaxed these upcoming weeks.
Okay.
We actually went out for supper and we chatted, and he's awesome, by the way.
Ryan's just
Like
awesome.
I gotta do all this fun match stuff, but Ryan's super cool.
Nice.
We went and ate with it was him, Bellin, and I think his wife or
Yeah.
girlfriend, whatever, and
Right.
that was awesome.
Okay. Next match.
But anyways, back on
match.
track. Back on track for now. 1,200-pound Devin. I'm coming for you, Lee Van. Ha!
1,200-pound Devin. Wow.
I'm glad we're getting to the point where we're getting some brain rot
Yeah.
comments. I think
like
that's
him.
hilarious.
I know. The one I didn't answer, but it was funny.
Yeah, how many of you are
Yeah.
Jewish?
I knew it. I'm like, that's a pretty. Yeah, that's a pretty.
Yeah, I smirked,
started
but we were
chuckling,
on
but
serious talk.
Mm.
So, I'll say this again quick, actually, because we got more people here now, and Carolyn asked. But we're over 500 subs. Thank you to everyone who subbed. Don't forget to sub if you haven't. We can now get super chats and membership stuff rolling, a little bit of monetization, but we have to get approved first. So we're in the authorization process right now. As soon as that comes, so hope maybe by Tuesday. If not, hopefully our next pod by that we'll be able to do super chats and stuff. And then when that rolls out, I'm assuming us three will probably have an offline meeting where we're gonna kind of meet up and discuss how we want to start prioritizing super chats, what we're gonna do with the memberships, things like that. But there are gonna be perks to people who decide to give back to us because we put a lot into this, guys. Like I know Brian puts a ton into this podcast specifically. I know Zach puts a ton into this. I know I'm not always here, but I know I'm putting a lot into arm wrestling, whether I'm at the event or what I can do. But I know we appreciate when you guys are on this and watching, and the fact that you're now going to be able to give back a little bit. We think that's going to be amazing, and we're going to really run with that and do what we can.
Totally. Prizes, special content, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. So that'll be awesome. But yeah, I mean, second match of the night was two strong men.
Yep.
Was it the big loss in Martins?
Martins.
Yeah, I think Laws destroyed Martins.
Laws looked really good, man. Laws looked
really
very good.
Yeah.
You can tell he knows how to arm wrestle. You know what I mean?
Oh, he's leveled up since his Rob
yeah.
Frampton. Well, when he pulled Rob Frampton, he looked like a deer in the headlights. He was just off. But
Yeah.
that on Saturday on Friday night, he was explosive. And you know what? I was watching the training that Artem Taranenko gave him, and he
Mhm.
was just doing exactly what Artem showed him, and it was the same thing, but just so explosive. Like yeah,
Yeah.
Loss. I think he figured something like when Arden was teaching him that. I think everything clicked because he was just destroying Martinez.
You know what match I'd like to see? I'd actually like to see Laws and Robert Oberst.
Me too.
That should be bad.
Couple reasons I say this. First one being I think that would be like kind of an emotional thing for them too. Second thing, okay, first off, I hung out with Robert a little bit this weekend. We went to
I
Target and
like him.
we sat in Starbucks for like 45 minutes and just chatted. And
Hell yeah.
dude, I got his contact information, and everything. He wants to come up and practice with us. Or he
Really?
wants us to come down to Idaho and practice.
Hmm.
He hit who's the guy that pulled Chuck who lost to him at Garage Wars? What's his name again? Starts with an L.
Oh, Lewis
Lewis.
Hobath.
Horvat. Yeah, Lewis
Yeah.
was
Kung
there and
Fu
was like,
Louie.
yeah, Lewis was his corner guy. But
Yeah.
Robert came up to Josh and I the day before and he's like, hey, like I trust you guys. You guys see my show. He's like, if he's not here for some reason, you guys are in my corner.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
Nice.
that's so cool. Like it didn't happen, but that was just
Hell
a
yeah.
sick
Yeah.
thought. And yeah, he added me on Instagram and I got him back so I can contact him whenever. But if I'm ever down in Idaho, he's like, yo, come train. He's like, come get me better. And he's like, if I'm ever up around, he's like, I'm messaging you guys, like I want to come to a practice or two. And
Oh,
so
That'd be awesome.
I would love to help him in any way possible because he was actually just a stand up guy. He was
Mhm.
awesome. He was for like just me kind of being, there with Matt or whatever, like he was really nice to me and I really appreciated that, you know. So that was really cool. But yeah, and then Gabby and Jocelyn. Gabby was
Gabby
just
was
too much.
way too much.
I
Way
Like
too
kind of
much.
knew that from the very beginning.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that. I didn't know that dominant. I thought it was going to be interesting because Jocelyn was going to be able to access her strength, but Gabby was just so damn strong. She was showboating and everything, just holding her. It was like,
I
whoa.
I thought that maybe Gabby would tire. I thought Gabby was
Mhm.
gonna have more horsepower, but you know what? I think that match was just a showcase of experience. I
Yeah.
think Gabby's
Yeah.
been around the block. She's
Tendon
done it a
strength
few
too.
times. Jocelyn's only 5 years in. I mean, kudos to her for being at the level she's at that point. But there is times where you kind of take a step back and you have to think like, you know, I'm doing phenomenal for where I'm at. I'm just not quite there yet.
Yeah.
I think I heard Jody say this weekend, and I really liked how she worded it. But she's like, she's at the top of the pond, but she's kind of at the bottom of the ocean right now.
Mm.
You know what I
Yeah.
They
mean?
kind of
I
fed
think
her to
that's
the
a,
wolves. I
Yep.
won't lie.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Oh,
well. But in all fairness, she did beat Sarah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she
You
did.
know, she beat Sarah. So like, well, what's this next step up from Sarah Backman? Well, it's those two ladies right there.
It's kind of true.
yep.
Kind of
And
true.
then
There's
if
a
you
few
beat,
in between she could have pulled.
Barbora and
there's a
Egley are
few.
kind of the two big number ones, right? Gabby's floats
Gabby
kind of
beat
number
Egley.
one.
Gabby beat her last
But
time.
Egley pulls in the. I'm saying there's two weight categories. Usually, there's an under
Yeah,
two and
yeah.
an over
No,
two.
you're right. You're
So
right.
she's like
Yeah.
Yep.
she's the queen of the under two, right?
But
Mhm.
yeah, before you can pull Bora
Barbora's
Bora,
huge.
I think you got to beat Gabby.
Oh
Oh
yeah, no,
yeah.
that's fair though. Yeah,
Oh
Barbora
yeah.
is just a. It's like the
Yeah.
female
It's gonna
LeFon.
be
Yeah.
Gabby Barboa for the next friggin' 5 years.
Yeah.
Let's just call her
And
Balboa. Barboa.
Balboa.
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 And then
That'd be
Riker
a
to
good nickname for her.
Pavlo was a pretty highly anticipated match, but it didn't quite go
Yeah.
how.
Yeah, Pablo. What was the
Yeah,
injury?
bro.
Bicep?
I don't know
He
what
said
it
he
was.
tore
I
the
wasn't even
the
watching.
top head of the bicep, is what he said
Yeah.
in the interview.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
that sucks because that
Crazy.
was shaping up to be a good
That
match
was gonna
too.
be a good match. That was gonna be
It's
a
not a
burner.
terrible injury though. At least like that should heal within maybe even a month if he's lucky. So
Yeah,
Yeah, he'll
especially
be
6
if it's
weeks
okay.
muscle
type of thing.
tear. If it's
Yeah, muscle
tear.
Pablo's
tear
been
can
getting
can
injuries
heal
so
quick.
much lately, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My muscle tear on my elbow is not healing that great, but it's a flexor muscle, and it's one of the main ones in the elbow. So it's like
Mhm.
but it's still pretty. I mean, it's tender, but it's coming back
Yeah.
though. Coming
It can
back.
take more, but like you can do it in a month to 6 weeks if everything
Yeah,
goes perfect. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
yeah. I've been giving her. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then we have Matt and Philip.
Yeah, that one did not go the way I expected. But I
No.
was
Well, you put
worried
me
about
and
it
Matt.
going that way.
Yeah.
Matt, yeah, you put me and Matt on a scale, and we weigh the same as Philip.
I know.
No, literally.
Yeah, I
So
know.
Literally.
no, actually though,
I
Yeah,
still
Yeah.
no.
So
like
I
how
mean, like,
everyone
me or Nick.
was like rooting for Matt the whole time though. Like I barely heard
yeah,
any
Matt's always
Philip
a fan
chants.
favorite.
He
Yeah.
is. I mean,
That
yeah,
Um,
was that's
it's
like
hard to see him lose like that.
Philip just too big, locked in place, really good
He's not
hand,
strong.
and
He's
he
blocking. He
went.
was blocking so good. So
Yeah, he just went out of Matt. Matt said he's like just couldn't really find activation like how he
couldn't get
wanted
over
it.
his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't get over his hand. Yeah.
Well, Philip's tall too, right?
Yeah.
So
So
he's
he
Yeah,
had
good.
a
A good
he had
style.
a lever advantage on Matt. He was the only
He's
one.
he's
His was longer than Matt's.
he's a
Yeah.
good style for Matt, like or a good style to pull against a guy like Matt, right?
When it's when it's
yeah.
Well,
longer.
and like Matt was saying, like he found that out on 3 weeks notice too, right? So
Yeah,
he's
and he
like,
was at his
you don't
Yeah.
cottage. He was at his
you don't have
cottage.
time to bulk.
He
He
didn't
got
do
two
And
anything.
like
he's not a super heavy. He doesn't want to
Yeah.
pull super heavies, but he's like, fuck it,
yeah.
I'll do it. You know?
Matt
But
didn't even get to train for Philip.
yeah, but kudos to Philip.
Yes.
He
Oh,
showed up.
Yeah.
He looked good, and I think Philip was one of the nicest people
He
there.
cost me $400
he
US.
seems like a good guy.
Philip was a really good guy. I thought he was awesome. Yeah, he was cool. And then
Yeah,
Devin
Nick
and
will be matching
Alex.
soon.
Oh
The
yeah,
first Devin and Alex. Left-handed.
left
You know
arm.
what?
Well,
I knew.
both of them were kind of the same.
Yeah, but the left
Yeah.
no, the left arm was closer, even though it wasn't. Devin was so dominant, but you knew after that last match, Devin. I mean, he even changed his whole training. He went from heavy weights for LeBron, and then for Vitaly and Alex, he was like pure table time. You know what I mean? So he wanted to build that because if he lost that first match against Alex, it was going to be from endurance.
I wanted to see him struggle. I wanted Alex. Alex looked good in round one for the first maybe 8 seconds, and then you slowly just see he's losing his fundamentals. He's losing, and then Devin just postures different. And it's like, oh, the whole match is over.
But you seen even in their first match, Devin was dominant in the first 2 rounds, but Alex gassed him, right?
And Devin said anything that you got in the first match I gave to you.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind
He
of proved it
that.
because
He
he didn't give
proved
him
it.
anything.
I don't think he was lying. Round two and
No, he
round
did.
one, he just kind of felt him out, and then round 2 and 3 held him at center and just was like talking
Yeah.
to him. Like at
Oh,
one
it was
point,
really bad,
he was
right.
like this, and Devin was leaning, like talking to Alex, like, yeah, blah
Yes.
blah 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 blah
I
blah.
know. Yeah, no, I know.
It was crazy.
It was. Listen, this sucks, but no one other than Levon's beaten Devin on the
That
right
doesn't
hand.
suck.
Gennady got destroyed.
No, I mean it's
on the
you
flip
want to
side.
know more. You want to see closer matches, is what I mean.
Oh.
I like Devin being dominant. Don't get me wrong. But
I like to
know
see him
for
struggle. You know, I like to the more he struggles, the better the arm wrestler he becomes.
Well,
So you want to see some really high level arm wrestling. He has to get pushed near his limit, right?
No, you're right.
But you know what,
100%.
man? Devin was getting ready for Vitaly.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
Oh,
jeez.
I know.
And
But
he
look at it this
thinks
way,
he
though.
would have beat Vitaly. And you know what?
Yeah,
I can't
he
argue
would have.
with.
I think he would have beat Vitaly
I
too.
think he would have. Yeah.
But look at it this way: if let's say the Europeans did get shut off, and Devin, he might retire from arm wrestling because there would be no one that could give him a match.
No one in North America touches him.
Yeah, but no one. I don't think no one does. Period. The only one I think that beats Devin, and he's going to beat him 99 times out of 100, is Levon.
even Ermis
Yeah.
is not even close yet.
But you know what, man?
No.
In another year, like Devin might be where Levon is. You could argue
Well,
he's
Devin's
close right now.
he's taken 4 or 5 months off. So
Well,
So wonder
the
what
last
he's gonna
time he
do
didn't
in
pull for
Ah.
4, 5, 6 months, he trained for 4, 5, 6 months,
yeah.
and he became
Yeah.
the
He's
animal.
not off.
You know what I mean?
He's not pulling. East versus
Exactly.
West,
Not
maybe.
pulling just means more training.
I'm pretty sure he just wants the sport to have some time to settle down without him there because
Yeah.
he's can be a scapegoat for a lot of the drama. Is that the right word?
Which is true.
Scapegoat?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the right word.
it's easy to put it all on him, and you know what? I think it'll be good for arm wrestling, though. If Devin takes a few months, let's say half a year off, you know what? people will see how important arm wrestling is still, because we're still going to be there. We're still going to be hooked. You know what I mean? And then it will take a lot of pressure off Devin too, right? Because
And think of a return match from Devin in 6 months.
yeah,
Crazy.
exactly.
Like,
How
think
big
if
can
Devin
Devin
comes back
It
to
would
pull
only be
Vitaly in like
for
March.
Vitaly. That's it. It would only be for Vitaly. I mean,
You know how big
Well, there's
Devin would get?
Vitaly or there's Levon. Or they're like
well,
they
yeah,
could
but
do an Hermes match, but I don't think that'd pull many numbers because I think we all know that he does actually just kill Hermes every time.
Vitaly and Levon
Style
are supposed to pull in Switzerland, correct? They're the main event.
Who?
Vitaly and Levon are pulling in
Yeah, that's what I
Switzerland.
heard.
Main
Yeah.
event.
I didn't hear
That's
that. I
okay.
don't know.
They've been saying for the past maybe 4 or 5 months that Vitaly is going to face Levon next, and it's going to be at the whatever East versus West. It comes in like late year, so like November or whatever.
It'd be
And
Switzerland.
Well, it's
then
November 1st
Vitaly
is
was going to have a
Switzerland.
match with somebody in between that, which wouldn't have given it would have been an in between match. That even if he lost, he still would have went after Levon. So even if
Yeah.
Vitaly lost to Devin right now, he'd still have that shot at Levon in Switzerland or wherever it's going to be, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was basically no risk for Vitaly, and he still didn't pull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is like you can do Vitaly versus Devin both arms now, and have it
Yeah.
for number 1 left arm and number 2 right arm.
What
Which
do you think of
first?
that? What John's saying here, guys?
Hmm.
Do
They
you
should
think?
rebrand everything.
Do you think so? I don't know if they should. I mean, if they did, it would almost be pointless for even buying it in the beginning.
Yeah, it'd still
Yes
be what
and
it.
no though, because you got to think if
Yes
they
and
don't buy it in the beginning, then all these
You
athletes
don't
are
have the contracted
contracted into
athletes.
something else.
Exactly.
Yeah, true. Well, no, or buy it, but rebrand when they bought it probably would have been better. But yeah,
Well,
yeah.
the thing
yeah.
I see where they're coming with the rebrand now though, because Engen is not involved anymore.
But they kind of did too with the EVW. That's their
Yeah.
new logo. That wasn't.
I
England.
I don't see the need to change the name.
No.
I think you
It's
can. I think
also
if
the
something
Georgian
happens-
versus Worlds thing that's also
Yeah,
very close.
but you know
and they're
what?
copying it
That's
and
just
stuff.
yeah. I get that, but I don't know. I think that there's no need
If they
to
were to
change the
rebrand, it'd
name.
have to be something similar.
Because right
Yeah.
now, like
The
You can-
GVW isn't going to go anywhere.
you can do East versus West and just do left and right. Sorry, you can do East
You
and
could
West
do
of North
Western
America.
Series, Eastern Series, and then East versus West Series. You know what I mean? You have the East versus West, you
Like,
have the
there's
Western
so
Series.
many
Eastern
ways they
Series.
can go with
You can
that.
still do it. Yeah, you can
Oh,
just have the
yeah.
Western Series where it's Western matches and Eastern Series with Eastern matches, and then you have combined matches, which they've already
Yeah.
kind of done that, but it was mostly Eastern Europeans and Eastern guys facing other Eastern guys, not a lot of West versus West.
Yeah.
There was a lot of East versus East and East versus West. Historically.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I
That's true.
think that. Yeah.
I think, you know what? I think, honestly, Dexter and Robert, though, I think they're the most genuine, good people, and both have so much experience in the business end of things.
Mhm.
Honestly, we just got to stay dedicated and keep supporting them. And you know what? They're going to eventually bring it. They're good. They're the ones. This is our chance to go mainstream eventually. So, I mean, if we lose East versus West, then we take 20 steps back, and we got to wait again, right? So,
Yeah,
Well, that's
and
what
this
Robert was
everyone
saying
knows
when I
the
was-
name.
that's right.
Oh,
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
mhm.
I don't know.
But like,
because it encompasses the ultimate kind of, what people wanted to see at the time. At least we've seen what people really wanted to see because of like what East versus West originally, went for. It'd never been seen before. We never saw all the greatest names from both sides, and it would be a shame to get rid of that. I think
Yeah.
Yeah.
because you get the best and the best, and you make better every time. The best face, they get better and better.
I
You
get
know?
where people
It
are.
just elevates the whole sport.
Yeah, I get where people are coming from with that, but I think it would just be a little irrational right now to say let's rebrand everything.
Yeah. I think so too.
do you like the challenge flag thing that they added?
I thought it was fine. I mean, I didn't see any personal issue with it one way or another.
we got Saray in the chat, boys.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
East versus West
There
isn't
you
going
go.
anywhere except up. Yeah, that's completely fair to say as well.
Agreed.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I said, you know what? I was surprised. Go back to that quickly because he's in the chat. I think that it was a little bit of nervousness with Saray because you know what? I've watched his matches and I just think he just the goes weren't happening. Things were off, things weren't clicking right, and it just looked like he was just a little overcome by everything.
If he wants to come on and talk, he's more than welcome.
Oh, he's old. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
totally.
Yeah.
Well, he's in the chat. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
more than welcome.
I got him in. I talked to him. I told him to kick Derek's ass.
Yeah, it takes a lot
I
of
told him to kick Derek's ass.
Yeah.
Right, he didn't do it.
it takes a lot of energy out of you when you get all that adrenaline and then you're up there. And if you're setting up and you can feel that you're losing the setup too, it can be very demoralizing. So you're like, oh crap, now I know I'm fighting from a worse position, and it's losing the setup is a big reason why a lot of people get flash pinned. Not because of this huge strength gap even.
Yeah.
Like with me and Nick, let's say, I was beating him in the setup, so it maybe look like I was way stronger. But ask him in the after pull. There's even video of the after pull when we log up. It was not a big difference. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So sometimes it's just you win in the setup. You can make a guy look way worse than he really is just by kind of getting him in the setup, right? That could have also been what happened.
Yeah.
Derek was locked in, like Jay Coben said, and just kind of had the setup aced, and then Saray is just fighting from a worse position, off a worse ready go.
What did you guys think of the challenge flags? I mean, you know what? I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a video of Brian kind of talking about it, but basically there was the two referees that weren't arm wrestling were sitting watching a screen the entire time. They don't have authority to call anything, but they're keeping track of warnings, fouls, and match progression.
I saw that. They had a clipboard.
Yeah. When a challenge flag is thrown, all the referees go down to the screen and consult with each other and determine if what was challenged and be reversed or not. If it's successful, you don't get your flag back. You don't get to do it again. If it's unsuccessful, you don't get your flag back. If it's successful, you get your flag back. Calls reversed. You keep going. Here's what I liked about it that I thought was something a little different is, let's say you just pulled a war and you're gassed. Your corner can throw the challenge flag on something absolutely dumb and get you more time to rest. Or let's say you got technically beat and you want to really explain something to your corner, throw the flag for something. While the refs are looking at something that's completely nonsense, checking 15 angles, you can sit there and be like, hey, listen, you need to do this or you're going to lose this. And I really enjoyed that kind of aspect it brought in that I don't think they maybe thought would have happened, but it worked its way in there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
But on the point of how it's supposed to be used, like, it was a great idea. Like, the referees can't see everything. Some's blatantly missed. You throw it in there, and you know it.
I think it's good though. I think it's a fair system. Tell you the truth, I like.
We saw a successful challenge flag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Robert Ober's corner threw it.
Yeah.
Eddie got called back. We also saw an unsuccessful one. Sean threw it in for Matt, and it didn't work, right?
Yeah, because the angle couldn't show it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the only reason we threw that is because Derek Smith yelled and was like, guys, throw that flag right now. And we were like, well, it's already 2-0. Like, we might as well throw it. We may not get another chance.
Yeah.
But
for sure.
Yeah, it was cool. It was fun to kind of have some, something to think about the whole time.
No, for sure.
But
for sure.
Yeah, I thought it was great overall. I thought all the matches were fun.
Comment, Weld Mishref. Hey, I appreciate your opinion. You're entitled to it. I may not agree about everything, but yeah. I think the card was good. I think it was worth buying. I had a lot of fun watching. I think the quality was awesome. I think it was very entertaining. You got to realize, if you want to watch arm wrestling and it be pure and everything, you're going to have a couple. It's going to be a very small thing, right? But if you make it about entertainment first, which this seemed to be, which I'm cool with, it broadens the spectrum. It helps open things up. You're not changing everything forever. There's going to be very competitive cards. This was a collaboration, right? So I think you have to push on both fronts. You got to get the entertainment push forward because this is a company. They got to make more money. They got to get it bigger. athletes make more money. You want people to have more entertainment, right? So you have to push things. So you can't just stay stagnant. So I think what they did was great. I think a lot of people enjoyed it. If you didn't, that's fine. Maybe the next
Well,
card will be what you really like.
two things. I think Carolyn brings up a good point. Brian was setting up a card that was not East versus West based, and
Yeah.
then beforehand became an East versus West card. And half the matches were set up as strongman matches. That's why there were strongman matches, and that's why there were other matches, right? The other thing I think is you have to know that with all the drama that's going on and stuff right now, East versus West can't really go on hold. So I think they thought, let's talk to the athletes that we know we can work with. Kradech is willing to work with us. Phillips willing
Yeah.
to work with us. Some of these Eastern guys. Let's get a card together. And I think what they showed is that A, strongmen are coming. B, our production quality is constantly getting better, and take a look at that. And C, we're trying new things to make the game a little bit better. We're trying these challenge flags. We're changing not changing rules, but we're adjusting the time you have in between. We're adjusting this. You know what I mean? So I get what you're saying with the card thing though, compared to some of the cards beforehand, where
Yeah,
it's like we're just
but
gonna
also
stack
what
this.
affect?
No one
What
would argue this was the best
Yeah,
card. No
but
one
you
would
want to
argue
know
that. There's
something?
been some
You know
killer
what I say?
cards,
Look at this.
right?
Look at this. So you know what I say to that though? I said, how about if we didn't have the fucking drama from the East, and we didn't have 27 athletes saying they're not going to compete, and limit these guys that put on an excellent show. They spent lots of money. The production was fucking amazing. And you think it's their fault that the card was what it was? The card was great for what they had to work with. If they had more Eastern pullers that were available or not banning them, I think they would have had more competitive matches. But they did okay with what they had, right, in a short period of time. So
That's
I don't
fair.
know.
I mean, how many
I thought it was
Eastern
really
pullers are there? On do we know how
oh
many are contracted? Do they have any
no,
numbers of who's contracted? How many are? What if there's only 30 European athletes, and the
yeah.
three that
So
came were the three that could? I don't know.
yeah,
We don't
so
have those numbers.
I don't like hearing about we need a better card because I understand the complaint, but if you know the whole story behind it, they did pretty good for what they had.
And to be
And you
fair,
know,
this guy did say his only really big complaint was the card. Which,
yeah,
if
but
you're a purist, I could see where, yeah, that's fair. That's a good opinion. It's a correct opinion. It's not the best card, totally.
it is,
And
but
if
it
you're not
wouldn't have
interested in
been.
strongman at all, I could see
Yeah,
how, oh, I'm paying for 4 or 5 maybe arm wrestling matches. I could see
yes,
that.
I
But
agree.
again,
I
it's the
agree.
entertainment and the scope of it I was really enjoying.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
But I
and
could
you
see
know,
an
like
arm
the
wrestling
tour man.
purist
I
kind of
love
being like,
touring
eh.
too.
Here's my thing. If that's not an East versus West card, if that's some other promotion putting that on, that's an insanely stacked card that someone's going, that is absolutely an
Yeah, because
insane
no one does
card.
it like East versus West.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if
There was what 10 title matches at one East versus West.
let's say no athletes are contracted in and let's say WAL makes a comeback and throws that card together, we're all going, wow, WAL put on a stellar card. Or let's say Brian
Yeah,
doesn't
that's true.
partner with them, and they're gonna be like, Brian put together you know what I mean?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
and listen, I got a little emotional there, but it's not at what's the name again? It's I can't pronounce it. It's Willed Mischief or Miss. I don't know.
Well,
But anyway,
Mishriff.
I wasn't getting mad at your like you. I just like I was also wanting more out of the matches for the card, but we didn't have there wasn't the athlete pool to choose from in such a short time. And because there were so many obstacles because of this drama that should never have happened, right? You know,
Yeah.
you will see in the future now as things play out, the cards you're going to get the same type of
Yeah.
cards, you know what I mean, that we had in the past.
Well, yeah, and that's what I mean. They have to, and like I was saying, to push the Robert and Dexter have to look at how to get the company forward more, and they got to get more entertainment factor, right? Because any world sport is what entertaining. It's all about the entertainment factor, right? And why, if not, no one would watch it.
Yeah.
Why would you love these? You know, people love Devin Larratt, and they'll watch. There's so many people that will not watch card if Devin's not on it.
Yeah.
I've seen polls that were 40% said they wouldn't buy a card if Devin wasn't on, which I don't understand that.
Was
You
Robert
know,
sorry, Zach, to cut you off. Was Robert's
no, you're good. You're good.
speech after the thing on the pay-per-view?
I think it was right after.
I believe so. It was, and it seemed better than last time.
Because
It
he
wasn't
did he
so
did
all
talk
over the
about
place.
making the sport mainstream. 1 second, sorry. He did talk about making the sport mainstream. Was something he brought up. So I think from an entertainment focus, that's kind of what he's going towards. Is like I think he's wanting to get entertainment to a point of mainstream, and I think that's why they're so happy to get these strong men in there, because that's a way to get it going. You know what I mean? Like it's I don't know how to say it's just a way to get more people involved to make it mainstream is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
And
totally.
that was like the cool thing though too, like talking to like Martines and all of them, because like the gym that we all train at down here in Montana is a strongman gym. So it's like I've been getting strongman gym, like strongman members to getting into arm wrestling since Brian's been doing it. So it's been great. So
Yeah.
it's really cool how much it's been growing just from off of that.
And I mean, Neil said this too. I forget a few more people said this, but he said he couldn't believe how many strongmen came up who were competing in the world's strongest man, who came up and were like, "Yo, I'm interested in this. Like, who do I talk to in this area? What do I do?" And I think that's exciting. Even look
Yeah.
at Devin's story today. He was pulling with that Bubba kid who's 14. Like, that
Yeah,
strongman's taxing on the body. You get to like
Yeah.
that's what Oberst was saying to me. He's like, strongman's taxing on the body. He's like, arm wrestling. He's like, it's a little more physical. I'm not just pulling weight. I'm gotta beat someone else. I gotta be technical.
Mhm.
He's like, I can still go home to my kids at night, and my back's not locking up. My legs aren't hurting. He's like, and I'm like, you know what? Fair enough. I can see why that's appealing to a lot of them. If they can bring their fan base over, or they can get more fans because of that, and they get to compete against someone else, not just pulling a bunch of weight, it's easier on them. Things like that. Like I can see the appeal.
What do you just okay? Well, you know what? Let's move on to the next match. 'Cause somehow we got like 10-minute tirade.
Okay.
Might have been my fault.
Um.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Eddie and Robert.
I like this match a lot.
I
Actually, I
liked
think
it a lot.
Yeah,
One of my
it had a
favorite matches.
lot of arm wrestling. Just like I don't know what I'm trying to say. It felt like an arm wrestling match. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
definitely
think
did.
it's fun to watch like some of the strongest amateurs you'll ever see in your entire life
And
arm
one
wrestle
of the
each other.
smartest. Eddie's table IQ for how long he's been pulling is really good. Like
Yeah.
really good.
Robert too.
Yeah.
Very very
Well,
surprising.
he was very
Very
connected.
surprising.
Yeah. But his brachialis went on him, right? So
and I
Well,
think
it
that would have been
wasn't.
different.
Yeah. I mean, he just pretty much told me he's like, I felt a few pops, and he's like, it's not worth it for me. He's like,
No.
I'd love to live to fight another day
yeah.
rather than get an injury. He's like, I know how strong I am. He's like, I know how much I want to win. He's like, I put my elbow back down on that table, and he's like, I'm not going to be going half power. He's like, I'm better off just, you know, taking it
I
where
think
I
that'd
can.
be
Going all
you
out.
know what? I was talking about that, eh? Like we even with when we had Dexter on, remember I was talking about maybe like doing like a East versus West, like in the North America or in the country. You know what I mean? And that'd be kind of cool. And then like the winners of that get an opportunity one day. That'd
Yeah.
be a good way to
That'd be
do
cool.
qualifier. Really, like imagine if it was West Coast versus like us versus Ontario, Quebec, Maritimes.
Yeah. And
Pretty fast.
sorry, I'm not going to
Yeah.
side note us too much here, but one thing I just thought of at the press conference, I don't know how many questions there were. Hey, I'm not really into arm wrestling, but I love strongman, and I just wanted to ask you this, Brian. Or hey, I'm new into arm wrestling through Eddie Hall. I just wanted to ask you this, Eddie. And
Mhm.
it's like, okay, you can feel the influence
Yeah,
that these guys are
and the
having on the sport
crossover has to
already
happen.
Hmm.
in a
Yeah.
short amount of time. Like,
Mhm.
I can't even imagine how many people maybe just bought a signed poster and stuff from like or bought a signed poster just to get those autographs from all those people on the same paper. Like you're getting Devin
Yeah.
Larrett, you're getting Brian Shaw, Eddie Hall, Robert Oberst, Derek Smith, like all these guys, Matt on a poster. I never thought I'd see Brian Shaw and Matt Mask signing the same
And
poster.
then Matt on the same poster. Yeah.
You know,
Did you get one signed?
I didn't get one. No, Matt got one, but
Well, you know what?
You
We
didn't
might.
get one for signing up for the tournament? Because when you
You-
signed up for the tournament, or was it the? Well, I think it was either that or the VIP that got the signed flag and poster.
I think VIP. I didn't get a poster.
Wow.
I got a cool
I
bag though.
sent you the time where I saw you.
I got a
Yeah,
cool
the
bag.
bag goes hard.
You got a
The
bag?
The
bag goes
strongest
hard.
arm on earth, and I got a shaker
Yeah.
bottle and a
Nice.
yeah.
Hey, you know what? You know what we might have tomorrow? Tomorrow night we might have Saray Brown on the podcast. Yeah.
Tomorrow, well, there's practice
Hey.
tomorrow night in Red Deer,
Oh,
7. So I
it's
can
not
only be
posted.
on
Is
for
it
an hour.
posted?
There is practice tomorrow
Well,
night.
Matt just
lucky
called
for me.
practice.
He just called it. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
But you can come on for an hour. Yeah, or close
Yeah.
to it. Yeah. No, I'm not
So-
ready for the table yet, but hopefully the
Yeah,
injury
fair
gets
enough.
better.
You got these two.
All right.
Just
So
open and had your
Dave
name on it.
Chafee and
Shots
Todd
last
Yeah,
Zilla.
week.
Dave Chafee. Yeah, let's do the Dave Chafee match. You know what? That one surprised.
So I just want to say it. I'm right.
You
I
were.
was
You were
right.
all right. You were totally right.
I was right. I was wrong about most of them, but I was right
I
about
think
that
this
one. I
has
wasn't
a
wrong
lot
about
to
most
do
of
with
them,
his
but a few
elbow
I was
healing,
wrong.
though. Dave said in his post, like in his meeting or whatever preview, he said his elbow has become healed and he's been training side pressure for the first
Yeah,
time.
because of the
And he
stem
said for
cells.
the first time in years. So, and what I seen, it looked like the old Dave. It looked like Dave Saplenkoff Dave. Like
Dude,
Yeah,
115,
there was nothing Todd could do.
115 kg Dave looks like a
and
machine.
he's strong.
He's lean.
Dude,
He's vascular.
Dude, his arms look
I-
huge
I-
still. I was
I
like,
think his
"You
neck.
sure he-"
I
they put his weight as 275.
yeah.
They put the wrong
and he
weight.
doesn't sweat. He doesn't get
No,
gassed out on
he
the
didn't
tires.
gas. He didn't sweat. His endurance is up, dude. He said that I asked him. I said, "Hey, does that help your neck? Like, did the losing the weight help your neck?" And he's like, I think so.
That's good though.
Like, I think it took
Nice.
some pressure off. And dude, he's pulling Ibram
Yeah.
Sagov in Switzerland.
That's
Yeah,
gonna
really?
be good.
They announced.
That'll
Let's
be
talk
good.
about the matches they announced for the next card after we finish this one. But yeah, Dave was just too much. Nothing against Hutchings. I think Hutchings owns the 95 kg class still,
Yeah.
but
Middle.
Well, Dave can't make it to
No,
that class.
No.
That's 20
Dave-
kg less, right? So
Dave at 115 kg is a problem. You know what else I think is a really good sign? I think seeing Dave standing around and jumping on an after pull table is a
that's
really
cool.
good sign.
Yeah, but I
That
heard
was
he does
great,
that.
though.
I heard he does that.
Yeah, you know who I saw pulling him? The Thrasher. I saw him
Yeah.
the Thrash.
ripping Dave open.
Nah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. He coached
And
me
then-
a little bit, and I was happy about that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Brandon Allen, Brian
Nice.
Shaw.
Yeah, well, that one went about how I thought, but I was impressed early with Brandon. But
I thought Brandon might
the
get a pin, yeah.
the second Brian figured out that if he just stays hot, like controls the height, Brandon
was
didn't have a
game
chance
over.
after that. Yeah.
He got drug out at one
Yeah.
point, and I saw him. You could see him thinking, "Okay, I can't
Yeah.
rotate. I can't go sideways. I can't go up. I can't go anywhere." And I think that's when he realized the only place I can go is to come forward.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, I agree.
And once I think he was saving it until he realized, okay, I can't do anything else. I have to use it now because the puzzle has no pieces
I
left.
was really impressed. I picked Hutchings to win just because of history, like the last 3 years, the way Dave has kind of went down. But he said I think the game changer, honestly, was he was able to go kind of inside and just straight sideways with Todd. And you haven't seen Dave Chafee. Dave Chafee that I've watched in the last so many matches goes high or high hook this way.
Yeah.
He wasn't going just grabbing and dragging.
He was just
to the
going
side.
sideways. Boom.
Oh yeah. Like that
Yeah.
Dave. That Dave is the Dave that used to just everybody do that to everybody. And that was the
Yeah.
Dave that beats the plank off.
Two things, guys. We got 36 people watching.
Yeah.
Oh,
To
yeah.
everyone watching, thank you for watching. And I've noticed we've gained 3 subs just in this stream. We're up to
Oh, wow.
505.
There we
Thank
go.
you to everyone for subscribing. Feel free to
I
comment
told you.
anything. We're getting super chats. We're getting memberships. We're over 500 now. All this stuff is coming. So
It's
please
coming.
stay tuned for that, guys. There's going to be a
We
lot
all-
of exciting stuff with the channel very soon.
When we help us get to 1,000, because when we hit 500, it increased our algorithm like huge. Like I
yeah.
noticed.
What?
Yeah.
Which
They
just
throttled you. Yeah.
It's like the S&P 500 now. It's
Oh,
straight up lately.
to
So,
the moon, man. To the moon.
but yeah, no, I think Dave at 115 is a problem. I think Brian Shaw looked real good. I have a funny story about the Brian Shaw match. So we're sitting at like the area where all like the athletes and stuff are kind of sitting, and this guy go I there was a few people beside me. I'm like, oh, I think Brian's gonna win, and they all like turn their head and like, what? You think Brian's gonna win? They're like, we think Brandon Allen's gonna kill him, and I was like, oh, okay, like fair
I'd
enough,
like
whatever.
Brian. Yeah.
I thought, yeah, and then this one guy's like, I'll bet you $20. I'm like, no, I'm not betting, whatever. And then Sean came over and Sean bet the guy $20. And after round one, when Brandon just like completely ran through him, Sean was like, looks at me, he's like, wow. He's like, that was such a bad bet. He like he's like grabs his money out, he's like pulling his $20 bill. He's like, I'm just gonna give it to the guy. He's like, this is such a write-off. And then Brian comes back and wins the second round, and Sean just got like a $20 bill in his hand. He's like, I'm putting this away. He's like, I'm putting this away. He
Put it
like puts it
away.
back in his pocket, and then
Because
like
Sean's a
Brian
believer in luck too, so that's
Brian
how.
goes up 2-1, and Sean and I look at each other like,
Hmm.
and then like I was like, oh, it was just funny because I don't know.
That's
And then
great.
Yeah.
Brian ends up winning 3-1, and I'm like, hey Sean, let's go. I'm bugging Sean. I'm
I
like,
wish Henry would
Sean,
have bet me on that one. Yeah.
I'm like, hey Sean, I told you to make that bet, so you owe me a little bit of interest, just like a
You
joke. We
owe
started
interest.
laughing. Such a great time.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah,
I got to
um,
get a match to get 2-1 odds against Henry next time. So
yeah, you got to bet Henry $800 so
Yeah.
that
only if it's
you,
2-1 my way next time. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say the bet
Yeah, 2-1. I mean,
the stakes
yeah.
were
I
like
don't even know how
two to
I. I
one.
don't even know why I
Philip.
agreed to it. Why did I agree to 2-1? Matt was
yeah,
140 pounds lighter. Like it was stupid.
yeah.
Anyway.
It's okay. You learn, you live and you learn. You
Hey,
know
it
what though?
happens, man.
I wanna we'll finish up this Brian talk, and then we'll talk
Yeah,
about Devin
yeah,
right arm,
yeah,
and then I want to talk about some hypothetical matches
for sure.
after,
Why not?
quick, before we kind of get done.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I guess I mean Devin and Alex is pretty straightforward. I think everyone thought that was gonna happen. I think Devin showed up
Yeah.
ready
Yeah.
for
Well, after Morozov,
hmm
I
it
thought at
didn't look
least
like there was
Alex would at least
anything.
get a pin though. At least
right arm.
one.
Mm,
Maybe at least, but it
Yeah.
was just crazy though on the final round just flash pinned him. I was just like, whoa.
Yeah. I just
Just
think Devin showed up ready for Vitali, and as much as I love Kardeccia, his right isn't his
yeah,
left, and he's not Vitali.
no.
But you know what? Kudos to Alex. He said, you know what, Eastern guys, he's like, the show must go on. And he wanted that one
Oh yeah.
back. And I think that's really cool that he's such a great guy. Even when
Sweet
Devin's
guy.
chatting with him, going
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah, I know. They fouled him for that, didn't they?
What?
Did they foul him for
They
that?
should have,
They did. They
because
stopped
he
the
took his
match, didn't
hand
they?
off the peg for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, yeah. They did. He got a foul for that. Yeah.
he got a
He
foul
did.
for it.
Yeah.
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 But
Remember?
I
Yeah.
mean, Alex is good about it, which I think is awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's
But
I like Alex, man. He's a nice guy. How can you not like Alex? Like Sean got to go down and train with Alex and shit. Like that was,
yeah, man, he's in Poland.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
it's
cool.
so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the card. I thought overall, like, great card, great production. The arena was close to the host hotel. There was a bunch of other hotels nearby for people who wanted to stay. I know, Nick, you were in an Airbnb, so obviously those options were available. I
Yep.
just think overall, good location, good place, great job to the Shaw. I'm gonna say the Shaws because Carrie, I believe
Yeah.
is her name. She
It was large. Yeah.
she
She owns
puts her heart and soul into that too, because a mic went down at some point. She was on that. She's getting people in, replacing, like, it's just, there's a lot that goes into that. And
Hmm.
I can imagine when Brian's got to compete, she takes the reins.
Oh yeah.
I
She
heard in the
runs
meet
shit.
and greet that Carrie had to go drop her kids off and watch the soccer game too during the arm wrestling, so she was busy the whole entire day.
That's the
She
thing.
runs
Like,
their clothing line and shit too, their merch line. They have a big, huge warehouse and workers, and they do
Oh yeah.
packaging and
Wow.
yeah, they got a whole like a factory, like a certain merch factory. Yeah, it's pretty
yeah,
cool.
That's cool.
Yeah,
yeah, that's kudos to her. I mean, I know this drama can be really kind of deflating from people like that new to the sport. I just hope that they got a really good taste in their mouth. They still enjoy arm wrestling. I hope that the athletes and everything did did a good representation enough that they want to do that again. Just
Oh,
because
I
I
didn't
I
hear.
I think they just got to keep running with that. Honestly, I think Brian's got to get a few matches, but I think every year at the Shaw Classic, I think that should be Brian's biggest match. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Hell
let
yeah.
that guy
His
headline.
next step, his next run,
Let
you know.
that guy headline his event and let him move up the ladder slowly but surely, and just yeah, I think that's awesome. So
And I didn't hear a bad thing about anything throughout
no,
the whole night or nothing.
no.
Like
Yeah,
even the expo was great too. Like that was fun. Like
Expo was sweet. A bunch of meet and greets, bunch of
mhm.
cool products, awesome T-shirts. You know what I mean? Oberst had his brand there. A bunch of other guys had their brands there. I know Brian was selling all the T-shirts and everything, so that was super cool.
yeah,
Just overall, like the tournament in the Expo Center was fun, and then the Expo Center is right beside the Blue Arena. So you finish your tournament, you walk over, you're in the arena, you can grab a beer, go get your seat, just like any other sporting event. It was awesome. It was smooth. It was professional.
It
So
was.
just
yeah.
overall a great time.
I do think that strongmen are looking at arm wrestling, saying, "Listen, we can only do strongmen so long. This is a perfect sport that we can still compete because they like that competitive feeling, right?" I wouldn't
Mhm.
be surprised if you see in the next 5 years we fill up real quick with ex strongman and current strongman because Mitch Hooper is apparently interested too, and
Yeah.
he did that
He was
training with
pulling
them.
with Devin at the high
Yeah,
hookers thing.
exactly. Yeah.
You know what I think
Yeah, I was watching
you
that.
know what I think's gonna happen?
Mhm.
Or you know what I think might happen? I think East versus West has their place, and I think that they're doing a really good job of having their place. But I think we're getting to that point with all the strong men and all the new fans coming in that we're going to see either a subsection or like a league that's going to be coming in, and it's going to be like not these top level. It's not going to be the Brian Shaw strongman. It's not, but it's going to be pretty darn close. And there's going
Entertaining.
to be a league that can have pay-per-views and stuff of just up and comers.
Yeah, I agree.
Like,
Like
Like
us, like
us.
our league that's coming. Yeah.
yeah, no, literally, and
I meant up and comers like us.
Yeah.
there's
Oh,
an
I meant
opportunity.
promotions like us. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what though?
And up and comers.
You think about it, like there's the cream of the crop, and then there's the people underneath, and
The
the
rest of the crop.
people underneath can be just as entertaining.
Yep. Oh, they can.
They can have a better name for themselves, and you know what people love to watch more than these people. You know why people love to watch Brian Shaw, Eddie Hall, because they saw them from the start. They watched them see what they are now.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're watching these East versus West guys, and you're getting to see them. You know, after they have made the name for themselves, and then you go back and you find their matches and everything. There's gonna come that league where you're watching them make that name for themselves,
Yeah.
and I think that's a big thing for the community to step up. And I always say, we got to unite. We got to
Yeah.
be, you know, we we got to be happy for other people for trying things.
Yep. We got to
Yeah.
support each other. Yeah. Like even
Yes,
yeah, we can't be spiteful and jealous. We have to be
No.
no. I see too much of that, right? And I mean, we have to
yes,
swallow our
Yeah.
prides that way and just try to build each other up.
yeah,
I
and I
have a
mean,
very controversial take as well.
yeah, go for it.
I think there needs to be a super heavyweight, which is 255 to 300, and then an open weight, which is 300 and up, or 299 and then 300 and up.
Yeah,
I
I know what
think
you mean. Like
I think you could add another
the
class
disparity
there.
is way too huge. Exactly, the disparity is way too. Maybe even 275.
275.
Maybe
Yeah.
just take 275
I
and
agree.
above. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because right now the disparity is way too high. Like there's no other weight class that has a 150-pound disparity.
Yeah.
Like
That's true.
if
That's
someone's
true. And
on the bottom of the weight, they pull Levon, they're pulling 150 pounds in the same
Yeah.
weight class.
it's bad
Why?
for
Why
our
stop?
health
There's so many
because
huge guys now. It makes sense to have that new class because there's so many guys. There's so many guys that are right
well,
at
yeah,
that 250 to 275.
yeah, I agree. I
and
agree. And it's bad for their health because look at me. I want to lose weight and get lighter, but
You could
I'll
get
never hit
275.
242. I'm never going to hit 242, but I can hit 275, but
See, like
because the
controversial,
weight
but
gap, yeah, but because you, like you said, that weight is so huge once you, you know what I mean? Now, like, it's
Too
not
big.
beneficial for me to lose, so I try to stay as heavy as I can, which is not as good for my health. If I had a
Yeah.
275 class, I could cut to 275 and feel really healthy because I'm
I
a
I
really
th-
big person.
I think I don't think that's controversial, Zach. I think it's just something that's never really been done because you look
Yeah,
at the UFC and they just put a cap on their heavyweights,
yeah,
but it would be so detrimental to the sport for us to put a cap on it because then all of a sudden
Yeah,
half
don't
our athletes
cap
can't
it. It's
compete.
yeah.
But
No, I wouldn't want to cap
I
it.
think there's time for like an ultra super heavy or like
Yeah.
something along those
I think
lines.
so. Yeah, yep,
Yeah.
yep. I agree.
Be- because
We'll call it the heavy heavies. Yeah.
The
yeah.
heavy.
I was saying
I
super heavy and open, just the open, you know?
Yeah, because I mean,
Mhm.
300. Well, and that here's the thing that I like about what you're saying about the open. So that you at that point, then you do super heavyweight class, and you go. You have to be over 242 pounds. You have to be under 300
Yes.
pounds,
Yeah,
and then
Exactly.
an open, any weight, any person can compete.
yeah.
Imagine,
Be
you
interesting.
Exactly.
know, 5 years from now, a new era John Brzenk emerges, and he says, "It doesn't matter what weight I am, but I'm the best." Well, it's like, okay, jump in the open.
Jump
Yeah.
in the open.
Well,
Yep.
look at Hutchings. Hutchings crushed Corey, Big Corey.
Yeah.
What it was.
Yep.
Yep.
I
Yep.
mean that is something that I think could be
That
interesting.
makes it more competitive, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because
Mm-hmm.
you know what it's fun to do though too. It gives everybody under 300 pounds a chance to just jump into a second class if they want. It gives promoters a chance to make more money. It gives people an opportunity to really test themselves because there's going to be some new people in the open who might not be super technical or might not be super fast, but they might be strong. You know what I mean? You
Yep.
Yeah.
jump in the open, you get to pull. You know, like it's an interesting concept, and I think that eventually something like that will happen.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Because
Yeah.
that's what some of my teammates, like Brandon and like when we were at the Airbnb, we were talking. He's like, I just wish there was like another class that I could do than just traveling up here and just competing in one class all the time. I mean, like that'd be great to do. More time to pull, better experience.
Hmm. Yeah. No, I agree
Yeah,
with
because
you.
if you're not over the age of 40, you only get your weight class. Especially if
Oh,
you're
yeah.
heavy, then you can't go down, right?
It
So
Yeah,
sucks.
if you're
I'm a big
yeah,
guy.
35 or 30 or anywhere under 40, yeah, you're kind of screwed.
Like I see
Yeah.
Nick compete in like 3 different classes. You know what I mean? Both arms. Like I was
oh
jealous. I'm
yeah.
like, I can't even. Well, mind you, I am old. So like, actually, when I in a couple of years, I'll be really old. I'll be able to do master, grandmaster, and the open.
And the open.
Yeah.
So like,
And
I
maybe
will.
you'll be able to do the super heavy open master and grandmaster.
Yeah, I might be able to do 4 classes.
You might be able
Yeah,
to do 4 classes.
not that I
Yeah,
would be able to, but
because
I would not have that endurance. So
Well,
It
yeah,
yeah,
is
people like
honestly fun
Sean
pulling
too could take
multiple.
huge advantage of that class too. I
yes,
mean, I think
Yep.
Sean gets 242, but I mean, I think
he
he
can.
wants to be
Sean
a
can
super, right?
easily get to 242.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm just saying at
yeah,
275, that would give him something to shoot for. Where he's like, okay, I can reasonably get a lot stronger, but I have a zone. You know what I mean?
Mm,
People like Sean could
Mm-hmm.
get really crazy at 275. You know what I
it's
mean?
true. Yeah, and he would too.
yeah. Well, and especially like them international level tournaments like that, you could have easily filled a 275 class
Easily,
and a
Oh yeah.
supers. I mean,
That super
and
was
easily.
20 people or 21 people or something.
and I think that's where we're getting to the point where it needs to start being promoter discretion. Because I'm not saying every tournament should say I'm having an open
Yeah,
too.
no, I know what you mean.
But here's the thing, like if you do have an open and you get two people from each class join plus all the people over 285 or whatever. Let's say there's 5 people over 285 and then you get, the two best 176s decide to do it, the two best 198s, whatever. All of a sudden you have a 20-25 pound
Now,
class.
but what if you get 30
Yeah.
people in the open? Would you make it single elimination like we did?
Well,
Or
yes.
yeah, because remember,
The
yeah,
more the bigger the bracket, the less eliminations. That's just
yeah,
common sense. You don't
yeah.
want to
'Cause
sit there
remember
all
we did
day,
we
right?
did the open at the international tournament, right?
Yeah.
That we
But
held.
what I would
But
do is I would line it up so that you want to face someone as close to your weight. You want to do it so the people
Yeah,
face everyone as close to
yeah,
their
right at
weight,
the
and then the
end.
winners. That
Yeah,
way it goes by weight, just so it'll be faster as well.
you know
No,
what
maybe
though?
not
Here's
faster, but
here's my opinion. With the way Corey Miller ran that tournament, you could have had an open class with 35 people and you could have ran it just how any other bracket went. If you join the open, it doesn't matter what weight you are, you get matched up randomly who you get matched up against. And that would have taken 45 minutes tops.
It
in a
was
double
really
elimination.
smooth. It was really smooth.
Yeah.
Especially if it's one-sided matches. You're fighting in the setup a little bit, but odds are it's going to be boom,
Yeah,
boom,
Yeah, if
next,
you go up
next,
against a super
next.
heavy, just boop, you're done.
yeah.
You.
A little discouraging, but
But you
Because
actually might
I
see.
don't.
I think the opposite. I think you might see some better matches because you know what? You're going to get somebody that dominated at 198, that crushed everyone, but actually can give a big guy a run. Like he can't beat it, but he's in the match. You know what I mean?
No,
I think
Yeah.
you have a better chance of getting some good matches that way because you're getting the best from all the weight classes.
yeah, that'll happen. I agree that'll happen, but I don't think
but
that's something
it'll
that will
trickle
always
down. It'll
happen
happen
in
at
the
the
first
end.
round. I think you filter
Yeah,
that into the quarterfinals or semis and you see
yeah,
that.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
And I think that's where you see like people start to get entertained. But here's
yeah.
my thought process on that. I would hate to be over 300 pounds, have a class specifically for me, and jump in, and it's only single elimination when the rest of the tournament had double elimination. If I'm paying the same amount of money and I possibly only have one match, I don't think that's fair.
No, that's 100% fair. It would definitely be. I was thinking more like
You're thinking of like an open where everybody has their set weight classes, and then it's just everybody joining in an
the
open.
Travis Bajan style. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah, yeah.
I was thinking at that style. But yeah,
But
no,
that
just like a
wasn't even
general
single
open would be.
elimination. That was best 2 out of 3 super matches where you then work your way into the next tournament. So you got to pull one
Yeah,
person, you still got to pull them a possibility of 3 times. That's
yeah,
a whole different concept.
yeah.
Yes, I did pull in the tournament. I pulled Ray, Coach Ray, lost. I pulled some other guy, won, and then I pulled Mika from Arm Wars, and then I lost. I'm hopefully gonna have film for them soon.
Almost got him.
Mika was close. Mika was close, but
Right.
yeah, I'm at that point. I'm at that point right now where like I'm not as good as the top 198s, but like that bottom level of 98s. Like I'm better than. So it's a
Hmm.
fun point in my arm wrestling career. So yeah, but yeah, no, I think there's definitely stuff that's gonna happen. Like I think there's a real good opportunity for, or you know what? Even if East versus West made like a subsection, and they
You're bigger
and
than
they
me,
call it Hunter don't know what's coming, but
man.
like even if
That's a
East
Devin
versus
pose.
what.
He's using the angles.
Using
Yeah,
all the angles.
yeah, using the angles. Yeah.
Oh, we got 40 people in here, guys.
You know it.
I think
We
that's the most
know
we've
it.
ever had.
Fuck
Don't
yeah.
forget to like, subscribe, guys. We got memberships,
Oh,
super
yeah.
chats,
Great
all the good
start.
stuff on the way.
Had
Life
a
is
great
good.
night. Yeah.
Where was I going? Oh, I was gonna say something. I don't
Yeah.
remember.
You got too excited. You got too
Yeah, I
excited.
know. I saw 40 people. I got nervous. I got stage
Yeah,
fright. I'm
yeah.
gonna hide for a
Well, we're
minute.
setting records, man. We're setting records,
So I mean, I really like the event. I mean,
Oh,
you guys seem to have a great time at the event, Nick and Dakota. Yeah, I had a great time watching it. The production was
We did.
definitely the highest it's ever been. Audio was good. Everything was pretty much on point. I don't remember there being any issue at all actually during the stream. I mean,
I had a really fun time doing commentary. And you know what?
yeah,
I'm so happy that Dexter said, go ahead. We want you to do it. And I was like, you know what I mean? It was awesome. It was definitely awesome. Yeah, we've always wanted to talk and commentate the matches, but we always said because Engen didn't like it. He said, "Don't do it." And then we just asked him. We just went all. I just all out asked Dexter, talked to him on the phone, and he said, "You know what? You guys are good guys. You mean well. You got big hearts. Post the link, in the description, and try to get people to buy the pay per view." And yeah, I wouldn't want anybody else commentating. So it was pretty awesome. So Dexter Tan's good person. Robert Baxter, super good person.
Dakota
He's
got
our,
kicked out. You got to let him back.
I let him
He's in
in
the
for
waiting room.
there
oh,
you go.
sorry.
He's
Can
in
you
the
hear me?
doghouse.
I tried to
No,
bring it back. Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
we got you.
Literally, as soon as I made the joke about being scared, I got a call, and when I get a call, it cuts my mic and think,
Oh
oh yeah, I
yeah.
really think I left. But yeah, 43 people. Hello, everybody. Um,
Oh, we got Nathan in the chat. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, we're
this is
pretty.
sick.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Um, yeah, I thought the tournament was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
And any idea when East versus West will come to Canada? I have a
Mm.
feeling that if we keep seeing the progression it's on, then we're gonna see it come that way eventually. I think they need a venue, and I think if they come to Canada, they're gonna want to put a few more Canadian athletes on there. I think they try and get maybe a John
Yeah.
Terry and maybe an Alan Ford,
Yeah,
someone like that. So it all
yeah.
depends. Um, did I get to say hi to Dexter and shout out the Through the Fingers to him? I saw Dexter lots when I first saw him. I'm like, hey, you were on the podcast. He's like, oh, Through the Fingers with Brian. And I was like, yeah, we talked about it a little bit. He made the joke. He's like, oh, I heard you didn't want to talk to me. I was like, yeah, Dexter, that's why I wasn't there. But yeah, we definitely talked to him about it, and I'm sure we'll have him back on again. It's really as much as we work hard to get the guests on, it's a lot of you guys watching. The more you guys watch, the more you guys like, comment, subscribe, it becomes a lot easier for us to get the guests that you want to hear us talk to on. Just
Oh yeah.
because when we can say, last week we had 45, 50 people watching and we have this many subs, it's a lot easier than, oh hey, we had 5 people last week, you want to come talk to us for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We
Dung
have been
Tai.
lucky and blessed to have some amazing guests. Some of the top
Yeah,
guys,
we've
some of
had
the
we've
the
had some
best
loyal
guys,
we've had some good guests, and we've had
some
some
legends of
loyal
the
people.
sport.
We've had you know what? We've our list. So Dave Chafee, we'll get him in a couple months. So he did too many for right now. He said
That's
he
fair.
doesn't like them. He doesn't like he does. He's not social that way, right? But so
Yeah,
we got to get him. But we had Hutching, Jerry Cataret, we had Paul Lynn. I don't know. We've
for
had everybody. I can't even think of
Too
them all.
many. Jerry,
So,
Auden.
for
We
those
had
of you that
Auden
don't
too.
know, that are interested in going back and watching, if you go on our lives, you go back and you look at, like, we've been doing this for quite a while now, and we've had some good guests. We had Auden when he was pulling James English. We had James English when he was pulling Auden. Like, we reached out to them, got them on. Devin came on for a brief bit when
Brief month.
during Auden's thing. We had yeah,
Matt,
we've had
Matt,
a,
yeah, Cataret,
so
and
many. Matt
Cody
Cataret.
Merritt,
We
we're
had
missing so
Hutchings
many,
on
but we've
here.
had so
yeah,
many.
Hunter Knopf, Justin
On
Bishop.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've
Oh,
had
Oh, Cody Merritt.
Ryan Bellinger.
Cody Merritt,
Yeah,
Josh
tons.
Bellinger.
And I'll get Robert Oberst on here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'll
yeah,
be
that's
sick.
what we need to
Oh,
do.
Ryan Bellinger
Yeah.
is who you were talking about.
Yeah, Ryan Bellinger. Yeah, the
Yeah,
one that
totally.
pulled
Yeah,
Hitman.
yeah, he
Yeah,
did really freaking good, man.
Yeah.
he did
Oh,
really.
Michael, I like what you're saying. I actually think that's a really good idea. I'll answer American made first. Robert Oberst absolutely needs to stay with arm wrestling. He's a hell of a puller for not doing it for a long time. Yeah, so Robert is a natural. He's got a good frame for it. He's strong. If he sticks with it, he's going to be something crazy. I really want to train with that guy because I feel like I could show him a few things on the technical aspect, and I feel like he could probably help me get stronger. I feel like that'd be fun.
Sure.
Michael Seabrook said it would be nice to see a tournament with the bracket being broadcast beside the live stream. I think that's a good idea, and I think especially with errors, that's something that they can implement. I just think the tricky thing is right now is they're doing these tournaments so fast sometimes that they don't always get it set up to the point where they have a camera and then a computer where they can throw something in the corner. But I think it'd be great to show like the set of tournament or whatever, and then who's currently pulling. She's like, okay, this is this person. Not only is that great for the promoter, it's great for the athlete because when the athlete's doing that, they're getting their name out there. Oh, this guy's killing everybody. Who's this guy? You don't got to comment and ask. You just know. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So that's sweet. Yeah, I'll
Totally.
definitely. I got Robert's contact. I will reach out to him and see when he's free to get on a
Yeah, yeah,
podcast. I'm sure
that'd
he'd
be
love to come in
amazing.
town.
That he's one of my favorite strongmen too.
Yeah, he's so cool. I
Yeah, man.
I like not to be
His
rude,
pressing
but
power.
yeah. I didn't know too much about him, just watched him a little bit. But
I
when
watched
talking
him
with
for
him, I was
years.
like, yeah, you're sick. You're a
Yeah,
sick
I watched him
person.
for years, like for years. I followed him, and oh yeah, he's his overhead press. Pretty damn
Literally
good.
legendary.
Strongest shoulders. He said he had the strongest shoulders in North America. That's what he
Yeah.
was always known for. Yep. Yep. Yep.
No, Jay, I think I did get stronger just by standing next to him. Like when he talked to me, I think
I bet you when we meet up, Dakota,
my
I could
shoulders were
leech some off still.
thickening. Like I was just I was going like this. I was like, whoa, what's happening? What's happening? But
Get
yeah.
back.
And he's good sport. He's such a good sport. Eddie brought him that dress. He threw it on, did a lap, high fived a bunch of people.
Nice.
That
He
shit was
literally
so
came up to us
funny.
like, "You guys got a rental?" We're like, "Yeah." He's like, "I want to go to Target." We're like, "Hey, we gotta go to Target too."
Oh,
I gotta try and find the picture, but there's a picture of me sitting in the back seat, and Matt and Robert are in the front, and I'm in the middle because I couldn't fit my feet on either side, and my knees are just crunched up to my chest in the middle of the back seat because they put the seats as far back as they could, and they're literally shoulders touching. Like,
oh
yeah,
yeah,
That's
big
crazy.
dudes.
yeah, Michael, that's what I'm talking about. Robert put on the skirt and top, went around and high five people after Eddie. That was hilarious.
He's a man of his word.
And
They
yeah,
made a bet.
everyone watching, if you got questions, comment. Like we love
Always,
talking about our stuff, but
always.
also like we'll sit on here and answer questions. It's
Oh yeah, we love them. We
I'm
love
not
them.
always sitting like this anymore. I'm usually a little busier and I'm talking on the car or something. But Brian will always
Yeah.
put with this restream. I can see the comments right here. It's actually
I know
so
it's so much better. I do like it way better. I just gotta
yeah,
get used to it.
He's got to get
Just
used
wait.
to
yeah.
the.
As you
Yeah.
guys subscribe and
Yeah,
expect more from us, we will bring more
keep
for
upgrading.
sure.
Be updating this shit. I'm even thinking about dropping some big money on some high end camera and shit. So,
Yeah.
But
I can get a
actually,
deal. I can get us a
I
yeah,
deal.
do
yeah.
I do want to say something. Well, we got the people in here. Anyone that knows Ryan Boucheray, please message him. Ask him if he's all right. I'm sure he's so nervous. I'm sure he's so nervous. Hey
Oh yeah,
Nick,
Dakota's got
he's
a
got a
match.
big match. He's got a big match coming up, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
August 30th in Montana.
I mean, my left arm it's not
Are you
great.
got a match, Nick?
No.
Don't
Uh,
ask him
We
that.
could
oh
get
yeah,
in.
I
We could
remember.
get into
No.
different drama with that, Brian. And actually, now I
No.
remember what I
But
was gonna
yeah,
say
but he had a
earlier.
match. He had a match,
Yeah.
unless he
So
got it taken
remember when
away.
Matt was supposed to go down and practice?
Yeah, I know all that. I know that story. But he didn't lose the match over that, did he?
Yeah, he did.
No.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he did.
I won't get into it because I have nothing good to say. It'll be really bad. So,
But yeah, it's unfortunate. I
oh well,
I,
Are
Nick.
you
I
still
was
gonna
bugging
come and
Nick all
watch the
weekend.
matches, Nick?
I'm like no, he's not
No,
coming to
I
watch
gotta
them.
work. I gotta work.
Damn it.
But
That'd be
yeah, I
tough. I
guess
wouldn't. I'd have a hard time going. So no. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
um
upset, but that's another drama. I'm
Oh yeah.
over
Listen,
that.
we won't do drama. We only do drama once a month, guys. So actually, we're supposed to talk about the East versus West drama.
But
we
I
can
Tuesday
talk
did
streams,
about
we
the
get
don't
a
do
promotion
drama
stuff
on
in a
Yeah.
second.
Tuesdays.
I
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
answer Dung Tai's comment. He said it's annoying that during this whole drama, no Western athletes come out to say Devin is not a cheater and always trying to promote the sport. Devin is alone with Engen and his babies. I think that from a West perspective, I think a lot of the West are just trying to be drama free.
That's
Yeah.
And
all
I
that.
think I think when you are there in person, can feel the support that Devin has
Yeah.
with his fellow Westerners. But I just think they're not trying to get this to snowball. They're just trying to stop this. And I think the way that they're trying to stop it is by ignoring things. And I think they're hoping that eventually the East will reciprocate and it will
Yeah,
just
because
end. But just
it
with the
also
things that
makes
have
them
been
look
going
guilty.
on with like the pay-per-view domain, the things like that, it's
Oh yeah.
really hard.
On 1 minute after this 1 minute after the event ended, that's when it all happened.
I
It's
just
just
implore
weird
everyone
timing.
go watch Dexter's
Watch all the
I know
video.
what
videos,
happened.
build your own opinions on it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Check out Engen's
Dexter and
post.
Engen
It's
have their
all
videos and build
very
your own opinion for sure.
See,
yeah.
so
It's
the
above
thing
my
is
head.
really quick though, the reason that we're trying not to make too much drama is because we need EVW to succeed.
No one's gonna care about
We
the
need
sport if all they hear
everyone to
about is
come
stupid drama
together.
that no one cares about.
Yeah, like drama always keeps killing us, right? So like listen, I have my things too, and I'm very angry, believe me. But we just have to support and just say, you know
Yeah.
what, we decide who's successful, not one fucking psychopath or you know what I mean, or a few people. It's gonna be the community decides who's successful. Promoters don't get to decide that, right? So let's
And
just keep supporting and it's gonna be amazing.
the
Oh
truth will
yeah.
always come out. And you know what? Like, united we stand for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
Yep.
You know what?
Mi-
Divide and conquer, right?
And
That's what they want to do, and we're just not. We'll say screw it.
Mr. Peanut brings up a good point. He's talking about
I was about to
team
say, yeah.
style events, like with
Yeah,
pro. Have you guys watched Pro Panja League at
yeah,
all?
I have.
Oh
I
yeah.
I have
Yeah, it's
watched it, and
cool.
you know what? It's
I've seen one
interesting.
Well,
episode.
you
But I
got
think
Tough League from Jason
I was gonna
Constantine.
say I think that's what Tough's trying to do around here. You're
Yeah,
gonna you're gonna see a lot like Tough's got a really good opportunity with who they're kind of with to get some teams rolling out. Um, I think Tough is going to have, I think their first and second seasons will be their toughest.
Yeah.
Not to be ironic, but because
We have a
when
team
they
too.
when they
Yeah.
get to the point where they sorry, I'm just answering this. When they get to the point where they're actually capable of saying, "Listen, you can take some time off work. We will um be able to compensate some things." That's when you'll start seeing the top parts of arm wrestling and everything with them, like the top athletes that aren't contracted. But at the start, it's going to be people who have time and are able to travel and go do those things. That's what you're going to see off the bat.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, for sure. Doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, yeah, no, but for sure, lots of team events are going to be taking place. It's going to be great. Um, if you want to try and build a new promotion, get a team promotion together, present to Sony Sports to challenge their team. They have over 26 million viewers. Challenge them to come here. Yeah,
Wow,
I mean, and I
they're
think that
huge.
anyone that wants to promote at whatever level, I think you just got to reach out. There's so many arm wrestlers who are entertaining, who are fun. A lot of people who are core arm wrestling fans, they like some people, they like to watch some people, but sometimes they just like to watch arm wrestling.
Yeah,
Or if they know two or
Mhm.
three people on a card, they'll stay and watch the whole card. Just get out there, and
Yeah.
that's how you.
Sometimes you meet new people you get interested in.
hmm
Mhm.
yep.
Meet or see, I guess,
I
not
mean,
meet, but
there's so much. There's always opportunities out there. It's just it's
yeah.
great. It's great, honestly. And yeah, Nick, like I'm really sad we're not gonna have you there because I mean it's gonna be
Yeah.
fun. And I I am gonna promote a little bit just because Zach and I are on the card.
Oh
But
yeah,
for
Oh
those
yeah.
of you
Yeah.
that
Yeah. Yeah.
don't know, August 30th, there's an event called Armsgeddon in Great Falls, Montana, and I believe they have their YouTube, or you can be there in person. Zach is pulling Hunter Bratton. For those of you that
yeah.
don't know, that's like match of the night. Zach's our current national champion. Hunter is goes around and just tears people up who he like he's been
Hunter's a
pulling
killer.
forever.
Yep.
I'm pulling Ryan Boussier. It's supposed to be a right arm match. Ryan got hurt, so now we're having a left arm match. See if my floppy, small, weak left arm can do anything with them. Actually, I'll say this here too right now, Ryan. I'd love to put $100 on this match. Um,
Should. Yep.
if you want, we'll each bring $100 bill. We'll throw it on the table. A winner will walk away with it. It's that simple. I'd love to do it. I know you got injured, and I know it's switching arms, so I'm putting the offer out there. If you decline, I completely understand. Or if you want to do a different dollar amount, we can talk. But I would love to do $100 for sure.
Yeah. Or up the ante.
Cool. I'd love to see him put $100.
What time
Yeah.
does that event even start?
I'd have to look. I'd have to pull it up. I can't tell
6
right now. I
p.m.
think
Yeah,
yeah.
no one
So I
be
think
on
there's a
nighttime.
tournament
Like
beforehand,
the super matches start at 6 p.m. I
and
believe.
Yeah.
Is he doing a tournament?
they're doing tournament before now. They were going to do
Tournament
tournament
beforehand, yeah.
after. I also saw Andrew Quintana was saying, "Yo, I'm gonna call out anyone. I'm joining the tournament. Anyone thinks they can beat me in the tournament." So Zach, I think you should jump in his class.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Left arm, because
Yeah.
Left arm. You
he thinks
think?
his left arm's nuts. He thinks like
Yeah, but Zach,
You think my
yeah,
knight? I showed him the knight's move already, though.
don't
I showed
matter. He
him.
won't
The
think of
ninth
it.
move.
I know. I think I would need the knight's move to do anything to him.
yeah.
But he knows the knight's move now. I think he would.
I don't know. I think
But that'd be
do it.
fun. That would be fun. I might enter left this time.
Hey
Actually,
man, I watched you with Jaden.
that'd be fun.
Remember the overall? Jaden Hill?
I remember the overall.
Yeah, you didn't do
Yeah.
bad. You didn't do bad. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think you can
And
shock
I
some people.
lost.
I think that'd be a nice win.
Yeah.
But okay, we got to keep up with the comments, guys. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Dung Tai,
It's
I
great.
see what you're saying with the giving too much credit. And now that Engen's out, you feel like they should stand up more. I can agree with that, and I think maybe as time will go on, there will more will come out with that. I'm not entirely sure. Um,
Yeah.
and then couldn't sit down during Brian's match from Jay, Top Notch Entertainment. I think just having Brian in the sport's a great thing because not only is it fun, but there's a lot of Brian fans out there who love that. And just the whole fact he looked done after round one. I was like, okay. And then he's got that grip, man. He latched on. I think he
Yeah.
dislocated Brandon Allen's thumb
Grabbed
like
his
twice,
thumb,
I heard.
man.
Oh,
He
yeah.
grabbed his
Oh
thumb.
wow.
Oh yeah, he was trying to slip
Like
and he was like, no, his grip
the
strength
thing
is
is
crazy.
if you're slipping, if you're trying to slip on Brian, you got to do that ASAP.
Yeah,
You gotta hit
ASAP,
hard.
because as soon as he
Bang.
gets latched on,
that's what I did to
something's got
Chuck in my match with Chuck. I did the same thing, but not
something's
as
got
good
to
as
tear, right? Right?
yeah.
Like
And you
something's
can't
got
do
to
my
tear if you're trying to
specialty
slip.
where you lift your elbow at the same time and rip really hard, like with your lat, because they'll look at the replay and see that your elbow came off first.
Well,
Do
if
that
they
quick
challenge
though.
it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if they challenge it, smart. You could make
Um.
actually that's a good way to make them force a challenge early. Is do that rip out and
Yeah.
maybe.
I don't
Yeah. It'd
got
be
too much
interesting.
longer tonight, guys. I was gonna say, is there anything major we still want to cover? Maybe we'll be on tomorrow night. I have a
Yeah.
good feeling we'll be on again tomorrow night, and we're on Tuesday night for sure. So we'll just
Yeah.
do it every night, guys. We'll just be on every fucking night. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, we'll
We're just
cover
gonna
these
do
few questions and then we can cut it
we're
here.
gonna do a
yeah,
240-hour stream, just a 10-day straight.
yeah, yeah. I remember Ozzy did it for like 3 days or something like that the one time.
Yeah.
We'll do a 312, then it'll be right until Armageddon.
Well,
312 hours.
we've gained 10 subs from
I
this
know.
stream alone. We're at 512 now.
You
Thank you
guys,
to everyone who subscribed, all these new people. We will always answer your questions.
well,
As
as best we can.
actually, well, you know what though? You know what I've noticed today?
Super
I
chat.
gotta say, super chats are gonna come in really handy. We're not gonna make it that you gotta send a bunch of money,
No, we'll try to read
but
them still. Yeah,
because even going over comments today, like I'm trying my best, but if we had a lot of topics to cover, it would take up a lot of our time.
yeah.
So yeah, thanks to everyone subscribed. Keep in touch. Brian, do you have any channels of your own?
Yep. Well, no, yeah, one.
Just,
Yeah, I
just
got
your
one.
Facebook?
No, I have I have Facebook, Instagram, and then I got
I'm saying for people to follow you to watch like your own personal progress.
always Instagram, Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah, just Brian
Just Brian
Parliament.
Parliament. Yeah, it's that
Yeah,
easy.
and then Zach is Zach Monroe. Zach's got a post more. He's also got Power. You got
I
Powerhouse,
got a
right?
post.
The Powerhouse.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
still got it. Yeah.
Powerhouse is his. You can
I got
search.
Deadly Dungeon too. Deadly
Yeah,
Dungeon.
Deadly Dungeon.
On
These are
YouTube.
all ways. I'm showing these out because these are all ways to see us kind of train a little bit more personal insight.
that's smart.
Just things like that. Nicholas, what are yours?
Instagram and Facebook mainly.
Yeah, and then same with me. I got Dakota Shipton Arm, and then Dakota Shipton on Facebook and Instagram. But yeah, guys, we come together. We do this podcast. We try and bring everything together. We're gonna have super chats, memberships coming, but we also got our own personal progressions that we do. And feel free to get involved with us any way you can.
Oh,
If you want to come on the show, if you're interested, we got a lot of stuff
Yeah,
going
that's
on,
up.
but feel free to reach out to any of us. We'll always try and answer. We'll always fit you in.
Yeah.
If
And we're
we're
always
free,
willing
we
to
go
do it.
live any chance we get. You'll randomly see at sometimes at 6, like, oh, that's just a random day they're on.
I think we should answer Nick and Nathan quick. So, what do you think? Do you think Nathan's got a shot to do okay if he went
At
to
176?
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah.
176.
I pulled the third place
He
guy.
pulled
And
154 last time I saw him at Nationals. He pulled 154.
well,
I believe.
I think
176
he's
class though there, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
probably
Yeah,
have. That's
Nathan,
the
I
lowest
think you
they
would have been
got.
just fine. I think you would have been competitive
Yeah, he
there.
wouldn't have cut. He wouldn't have to cut. He'd be close
Yeah.
to late anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that a lot of these guys that we know just got to venture out. I think Alberta's got a really high level.
We just got to start spending.
I'd actually like to see like Caleb in that 242 class would have been really good.
Yeah.
Like just a lot of guys, right? Even you, Zach. We got to get you not scared of planes or something.
Yeah, we got to drug him. We'll just.
I'll just drive. Just drive there. No problem.
So I have a question for you. If one day you got invited to go to Europe or something to compete, would you have turned it down?
They do make cars that can turn into submarines,
No, you have to. You know, one day you're gonna have to, Zach.
That's so funny.
You're gonna have to overcome it. I'll give you some Xanax, and you'll be fine.
Yeah,
but
it's for everyone wondering. I have been on planes many times. It's not like I've never been on a plane. I've done it many times. I just don't like.
Yeah, I know. It's just the experience that you have. But I think with the right medication, you'll be fine. Trust me.
Sean got 4th or 5th place, I believe. I think Sean lost to Mega Mike, and I don't know who else.
He had some good pulls. Yeah, he had.
He got flashed by some. I don't even know who it was.
Oh, that big dude. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sean
I don't know who that was, but Sean was like, holy
shit.
He's
I was
actually
like, Sean, you can't underestimate like that.
He's a world champion, yeah.
Oh, he's good.
Former world
He's
champion,
good.
yeah.
But I still honestly think that if Sean would have been
Yeah,
set up like in
I think so, too.
kind of Sean, like that's a closer match.
Yeah. It's only because Sean took him for granted. He really didn't expect that. It shocked the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
Now
oh
he's,
shit.
yeah, he's 176 now. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
He says
Nathan's
he's so
76,
fat.
but
He says
I
he
think
has to
Nathan would have
cut
done
to get
fine.
that. Oh, okay.
That was at Nationals. How'd you gain that much weight?
He says he's fat now.
Yeah, he gained what, 20? What? He's saying he gained 25, 30 pounds at Nationals.
Yeah, but he probably did a big cut for nationals.
Maybe he
And then
did a big cut, yeah. I've only
That's
ever
so
seen him
funny.
at like 65, 154, so I guess I can't imagine him at like 180.
Yeah. Dang, we're at 514 subs now. You know what? I think that
Dang.
this over 500 has really helped the algorithm. That's awesome. To all of you
Yep.
watching, we appreciate it so much. We've been on for 2 hours now. I think we're probably gonna
Yeah,
cut
we
it
gotta go
here.
eat. I got off work and came straight on, so I gotta go get some food.
Nice.
I just
Or I
got
wither away and I'll have nothing left for Hunter.
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, guys, lots of stuff coming up. We're live on Tuesdays. We try to go live most Sundays. We might start doing Sundays as a thing. Any guests who are like, I want to come on, feel free to reach out. If we can find a time that works, we'll have you on. We'll talk to you. We're gonna try to be getting more of these strongmen coming in. A lot of these arm wrestlers. Like let's get it figured out. But we talk about the drama. We just try and stray away from that. We want to talk about how people are getting better, what they're doing to train, what's going on recently. We like covering the events, covering all these things. But yeah, and our roots are talking to amateur arm wrestlers. That's what we
Yeah.
started off doing. If you want to come on and tell your story, you let us know, right?
Yeah.
But
We
yeah,
probably would have talked to drama, but honestly, we'd be on here 4 or 5 hours if we
no,
tried.
literally.
Not
So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
a
Yeah,
song for
I
another
want to thank
time
Nick
for
for
sure.
coming on because he's a
Yeah.
great
Yeah.
guy.
Thanks, Nick. And
Yeah,
he's a
Nick,
good friend
and
of
you know
ours.
what? Thanks for supporting arm wrestling, Nick. Nick bought the VIP. He showed up.
VIP,
He did
guys.
great, and that's awesome.
He is a
without people like
VIP. They
Nick,
should have just gave it to him.
was touched by Devin when he walked
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nick's part of the crew, man. Yeah. We're
Yeah.
not in the same state, but you know what? It's like we're a team. So
Same
yeah.
state of mind.
yeah,
Yeah.
state of mind. Yeah.
literally.
Good one.
Yeah, without people like Nick, those events don't happen. Just
No,
just
true.
as simple as that.
No,
So,
totally true.
Yeah, Jay, we're glad you found the stream as well, man. Tell your friends, tell your buddies. Check out the arm wrestling. Sometimes we talk about how to get better. Sometimes we talk about the most random stuff, but you'll always learn a thing or two on this stream for sure.
Yeah, we talk a lot of bro science, most definitely.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah,
Rise, cup, and roll, right?
you know,
Yeah.
through the
Hey.
fingers, baby.
Yes. All right,
Everything through
guys.
the
I'm gonna
fingers.
head out, but
Yeah, we all gotta go. Well,
yeah. If everyone that subbed to us tells a friend, we'll be over 1,000.
yeah, it'd be huge.
Sooner or later.
Yeah.
Blow up. We'll be the biggest podcast here in our.
As soon as
One day.
memberships and as soon as we get approved for super chats and memberships, guys, if you go like us on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, we'll probably make a post on there about what we're deciding to do with it, and then we'll talk about it on here. But we just love to have you guys on. So
Yep, it's all.
Thanks,
all
everybody.
right, I'm out of here, guys.
Yep. Okay,
Yep,
brother.
take
You have
care.
a good night. Thanks, Nick.
Yes.
Thanks, Zach. Thanks,
See you guys
everyone in the
later.
chat. We'll see you maybe tomorrow night with Saray Brown. Let's see. how it
Yeah,
goes.
yeah.
Yeah,
See you
might
guys.